Boxing. Who wanted the baddest? Let's see. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video. Put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO. Bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO. This how it's finna go. I'ma throw some jabs. Make them think my punch is weaker than I hook his ass. This the ring, not the kitchen, but I'ma cook his ass. Me and him, that's a pro versus the rookie class. All my life I had to fight, but I still love it. Me and BVO got moves that you can't steal from us. And these haters be throwing shots, but I don't feel nothing. I ain't gonna lie, shit, they alright, but we a little rougher. Step up for the title and face your rival, this ain't no little tussle. Bet I be no bird, being chicken to get your feathers ruffled. Footwork, I'm dancing around my opponent like the Cupid shuffle. Good work, bodies hit the flow, they can't move a muscle. The upside is we ain't in the streets, shooting and shooting up. Catch me in the ring, sticking, moving and suited up. I know everybody can eat, but I ain't full enough. Oh, you said it's smoking some beef, I guess I'm pulling up. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video. Put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO. Bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO.
Primo Lopez, the takeover, two-time undisputed world champion. Primo Lopez.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy BVO Boxing, man. King of the YTBC, man. Salute to my man, the Puerto Rican Prince, my man D Free. And of course, we got YouTube's biggest hater himself, my
Yeah.
man, Prize Fighter. What's going on?
What's up with you? BVO, before we get started, what's up, Free? We got your mic, BVO. I heard you backstage trying to get it right, but you gotta try to tighten that up, bro.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's just a little crack, like
Oh, okay, hold on, let me try this. I ain't got my headphones.
nah, go ahead, get yourself together. D Free, what's up? What's up, my guy? D Free in the building yet?
What's going on, man? What's up?
Free, what's up with you? What's popping, bro?
Not much.
I hear you. BVO trying to get his mic together, man.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm back.
Yeah, that's not
Hey,
better.
I tell you this though, it's
Yeah.
kind of sad to see. I guess my man Ryan played a joke on everybody, man. Like he's fine. I heard he has got his phone hacked and a bunch of stuff bad happened to him. But you know, it's always great to see a young champion get himself together, man. We've seen this with Floyd when Floyd did some time in prison. But it looks like Ryan's feeling better. He might have got a good meal, sit down, talk, with some people to help him out. But you know what? I think it's gonna be great. I definitely still am picking him to beat Devin Haney to within an inch of his life. But what you guys think about all these antics Ryan's been doing to sell the fight?
As far as the antics, I mean, I think it's just to build the fight. But as far as Ryan himself, I still think he needs some help. That man, yeah, that man, he still needs some help. I saw the post he put on Twitter. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's up with the dude, but I mean, it is what it is.
You talk about that 666 joint he did, Free?
Yeah.
That was weird, man. This is
Somebody
a
hacked his
weird boy.
somebody hacked his
Man,
his
I don't want to hear
Instagram.
none of that, man. I don't want to hear none of that, man. That boy's a weirdo, man. And
My brother
he got a
Roosevelt is in the house, man. Salute to my man Roosevelt.
salute, my guy.
Came through to support a black business. Look at my man Roosevelt showing love to the Asiatic black man. Salute to you, King.
But no, it looks like it looked like Ryan. His way of promoting is this nervous energy to me. Um, he he's being really weird with these tweets and stuff. Then he made another video and said they took his phone and then they blocked his credit cards and all of that. Why they do all that for?
I don't know, man. Salute to my brother, man. A1. You know, my brother
A1.
A1 be showing a lot of love out there, man. I'm
Yes.
hoping one day me and Free can get on that list. You know, that's the new John Bowie, my man. A1's Hoop Zone. And D Free will tell you that's the new John Bowie right there. My brother A1. But
That's
salute to my man
crazy.
Puerto Rican Tommy. I thought I smelled some adobo in the chat. I see you in here showing love. Salute to my man Jay Gibson. But I
Salute,
ask you
Jay.
this, Free, because Free's been very critical of Ryan Garcia. So
As he
Free,
should be.
what happens if Ryan beats Devin to death? What happens then?
If Ryan goes out there and he beats Devin,
To
and
death.
even if he possibly stops Devin, Ryan will get all the credit that he well deserved.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. I agree with Free 1,000%. Bro, if he go out there and knock Devin out, bro, he gonna be, man.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen if he
He
goes out
gonna
there
be
and
the face of boxing, bro.
if he goes out there and knock Devin out, the first thing they're gonna be saying is they want to see that daggone Tank and Ryan rematch. That's the first thing
Yeah.
they're gonna say.
And you know what? Tank will fight him again too.
Yeah. Salute to my man Mark Nash. Showing love, man. Salute to my man Mark Nash. Mark
Mark
Nash done told
Nash
me,
his show was on fire the other night, bro.
oh yeah. Yeah,
Mark Nash joint was on. I wasn't in the chat, but I had it in my ear. Shout out Mark Nash. Your joint was on fire the other night, dog. I forget exactly what day it was, but Mark Nash was on that. He was on that the other day.
I'll tell you this though. The thing I will say though, Free,
Yeah.
I'm really excited, man. I know we're getting ready. This is the main topic of the day. I'm really excited to see my man Tank get in there with Frank Martin. I mean, I think him in there with a slick black fighter, it'll actually end a lot of the talk. No matter what, I just want to see Tank do. I just want to see Tank in some different fights, man. I'm no longer gonna do any more slander or none of that goofy stuff. I'm gonna just call it right down the middle. I love Tank. Tank's probably one of my favorite fighters, but
What?
I just want to see Tank.
Oh
What are
my
you looking?
God.
What
Because
you
it just
laughing at,
switches
Free?
every
Hey,
show,
hold on.
bro.
Is
It
this
switch every show.
this the same dude that was saying Tank need to be out of boxing? He's a horrible individual. Is this the same dude that was saying that like a couple of weeks ago?
Salute to my man. Salute to my man.
I don't
Bruce.
think it was that long
Bruce.
ago, bro.
Bruce Jazz. Man, I see. I see what you're trying to do, Free. It's not going to work. It's not going to work.
I'm not trying to do nothing. I'm just repeating what you said.
BVO is a former chess player, so I don't know, man. You're not going to fool me with this. Free's a very intelligent guy, so he try to throw you off with his Puerto Rican tricks. I won't let him do that to me. All I'll say is this: I think Tank Davis is a phenomenal fighter. I don't like what he does outside the ring. I've said that, you know, to ad nauseum. There's nothing else I can say that I haven't already said about what I don't like to see from Tank outside the ring. But in the ring, strictly in the ring as a fighter, he's a terrific fighter. He doesn't talk unless he has a fight. He doesn't do none of that little chirping that people don't like. He just tells you straight how it is, and he goes from there. He
So,
got
so
two coaches who kind of give him a little bit of a, I don't know what they Coach Kenny and Coach Kyle are doing. I guess they want to be famous too. But I'll just ask you guys this: how excited are you guys about this fight?
well, as for me, I'm I'm excited about the fight, but I'm not that excited until they do the press conference and it's fight week. I mean, until then, anything still can happen. They said it's supposed to be sometime in June. I think June 15th or whatever, sometime in June. But until then, anything can happen. So I'm excited that the fight is made. But until they do a press conference and they it's fight week and we know that this fight is going down for sure, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna get too excited about it.
Salute to my man Mark Nash. Well, I'm sorry, real quick, bro. I gotta show some more. Salute to my man Mark Nash on that cash app. That's my big brother right there. Appreciate you, man. Go ahead, Prize. My bad.
Nah, go ahead. Free was finishing his.
No, I'm finished. I'm finished.
Well, I agree with you, Free. I won't believe the fight happened until May. What is it? April 20th, until they actually get in the ring. When a ring walk happens and they get in there, introduce him in the bell ring, I got to make sure Ryan don't climb out the ring like that one man did against that big African boy. Remember that?
No,
The
he
bell
talking about
rung.
Tank and Martin.
Oh, he's talking about Tank and
Frank.
Yeah,
Frank.
Frank
Oh
Martin.
well,
He's a fighter
yeah,
that fights under Earl Spence. I don't know if you heard
yeah.
of him.
I know who Frank Martin is, but I mean, like I said before on one of the other shows, I hope that's the case. You know, and they need to stop tweeting about they say they don't tweet about don't talk about Tank name, but if you go on that Rise podcast, that's all they do is talk about Devin Haney. So, you know, they just got flamed not too long ago. I forget the name of that channel, but yeah, but I wanna see that fight, bro. Cause I think Tank going I think Frank Martin gonna, push Javante a little bit, but I still think Javante wins. But Frank the Ghost is gonna come to fight, and we got to see what happens.
You know, this fight reminds me. I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie. When I was a young kid, there was a movie called Remember the Titans, and there was a coach on there that said, "I got a couple boys that like to knock the chocolate out of folks." I believe that Tank Davis or Tank Whitehead is going to beat the chocolate out of Frank Martin. He's going to beat him to death. I mean, it's going to be nasty. He's going to really, really hurt Frank. I'm anxious to see how bad he hurts Frank. I wouldn't be surprised to see blood on his gloves. I think I think I think Tank is in a mood to where he's really looking to hurt somebody. And I'm telling you, Frank Martin needs to be on notice. He's in danger. Jaws is coming. He might get in there and really get his face rearranged, man. Like I don't know if you guys know, there's nothing worse than when someone's angry and good. I'm looking to really see blood all over Tank's gloves and shorts. I'm thinking he's gonna beat the blood out of Frank Martin. But that's
Damn.
just
I
my
mean,
early prediction. I think Frank goes in 7. What's your prediction, Free?
I think Tank probably win, and it's not because of what you say. I think Tank probably win because Tank is a veteran. Tank's been boxing much longer than Frank Martin. Tank's
Mhm.
been on the big stage. Frank Martin hasn't been on the big stage. And I think Tank is a little more battle tested than Frank Martin. Now, what I will say is Frank Martin is the best all around boxer that Tank has been in the ring with. There's nobody that Tank has fought has the skills of a Frank Martin. So he's going to prove he's going to put up a resistance to Tank Davis that Tank Davis hasn't seen in a pro fight. Now, like I said, Tank is still the better fighter in my belief. He's the better fighter, but his opponent wise, he's the best opponent that Tank has faced. I don't see none of the fighters that Tank fought in the past have somewhat of the total package. I ain't gonna say Frank is the perfect fighter, but he has a total package. He got good footwork, he got good boxing ability, he got good defense. I haven't seen Tank Davis in there with a fighter that was as complete as Frank Martin. But that ought to be said, is still favorite Tank Davis, and I got it 60-40 Tank Davis. Frank Martin is a hell of a fighter. He can pull up the upset because he is that type of boxer. I just don't think Tank Davis is that fighter he's going to pull the upset against.
Well,
Roosevelt
I
said.
ask you this real quick,
Roosevelt
Free.
said he said Tank
Let
is
me
heat.
hold on. Let me ask Free this quick question, and I'll let you go. My bad, Free. So let me
Yeah.
ask you this: you saying that, which I think was a really surprisingly a fair and honest take. But my one question would be: so you trying to tell me that Frank Martin is better than Leo Santa Cruz? Are we
As a
saying that?
as skill wise, he's a better all around fighter than Leo Santa Cruz. I'm not saying he's more accomplished than Leo Santa Cruz, but skill wise, he's all around better than Leo Santa Cruz.
Yeah, I agree with that too. Leo Santa Cruz is exactly what BVO likes. Rock him, sock him. Yeah, he ain't moving around nowhere. He right there.
You mean he's not
But
running? Say the truth. He's
no,
not
no,
running. You're
that's
right.
not. I don't say boxers that move run. Running is with that video I sent you a while ago in the UFC where that man was chasing that white man around the ring. That black man was running. That's running. But Leo Santa Cruz is not more skilled. Like you Free said, he might be more accomplished. You know, he's 4 division. I think he got 4 divisions.
3 division.
3
No,
divisions.
he's a 4 division
Oh,
champ.
He's
he's
four.
4.
Yeah, he's 4. Yeah,
He
I'm
came
about to
from
say
118.
Yeah, he came from
he's
122.
he's a
Oh
four
wow.
division. He's a 4 division
I thought he was.
champion, and
Oh
he
no, I'm sorry. He did come from 118. Yeah, he did.
Oh
yeah, no,
okay.
he got 4. He's a 4 division champion, bro,
Oh,
Leo.
okay. I thought he
But
was 3. I didn't know he
but
came
that
from
doesn't that
118.
doesn't make it that doesn't make him like overall better than Martin. I think like Free said, like the Ghost is a lot more complete. He can do a lot more things than Leo. Now, Leo might got more opportunities and more accomplished, but as far as overall, I think this is Tank's best fight, bro.
Hey,
I do.
Hey,
salute to my
can I
man.
chime in on that?
Salute to my man A1, man. You know, A1 usually don't support the brothers, but shout out to A1 for coming to
Man, I
support
want to show
one
up
of the
every
only
day,
black
man.
channels on YouTube. And like I said, the new John Boy. We trying to get my man A1 to support us, man. Like John Boy. He the new John Boy. Go ahead, A1.
I don't know who that is. I'd rather be Clayton Bigsby if anything. But nah, all jokes aside though, like I think what Free said, it kind of hit the nail on the head. I just add on to it a little bit. I think Frank represent up until this point now the biggest threat to potentially upsetting Tank. And that's why I said potentially to this point as of now, because obviously we know all his past fights, but I think it's gonna be a hell of a fight because we know Frank ain't gonna come in there and lay down. You know what I mean? He feel he a person that carries himself like he got the ultimate confidence that he can go out there and beat anybody, right? And we've seen some of these fighters, they may kind of boast or try to have that type of bravado, but then when they get in there and get hit, everything change up. You can see it deer in the headlight mentality. You can see when that take over. And I just can't see Tank going or my bad. I can't see Frank going in there and that be the case in situation. I think when he gonna get hit, he gonna make adjustments and turn up. And I think that you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be a hell of a fight. I don't really see Tank steamrolling him because I think he presents something that he can offer because he can punch too. You know what I mean? Frank he ain't gonna just be no person in there that's gonna throw 1,000 punches and you know none of them gonna hurt. He ain't gonna be in there pity pat tapping Tank ass. Tank, I think Tank know that he got a solid, legitimate, you know what I'm saying, contender that he going up against where he gonna have to take that fight serious.
That's a
Yeah.
fact. I'll just say this real quick, and then I'm gonna bring my man Athletic Mind into the conversation. But so after this fight, man, I definitely gotta say, and I'm one of the biggest culprits to this. I gotta give Tank his credit because I did a lot of talking. I said a lot of things. Oh, he won't fight this guy. He won't fight that guy. But you know what? Frank Martin is an excellent choice. The only person, if you want to be nitpicky, I wish he would have fought the Puerto Rican kid out of Jersey, Shakur Stevenson. But hey, we can't be too choosy about it. But I'm gonna ask you guys this: Is this is him fighting Frank Martin as good as him fighting Devin Haney or the Puerto Rican kid Sugar Shakur? What do you guys think?
No, that is not as good because Frank Martin is not on that level of those two guys. Frank Martin is a hell of a fighter, but he hasn't been battle tested like Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson. He hasn't been on the big stage like Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson. He hasn't fought for a championship like Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson. So I wouldn't say this is a better fight. This is a good fight, but I wouldn't say it's a better fight.
Yeah, that's crazy. Go ahead, X.
Oh, it's good, man. Shout out to the panel. Shout out to my guy, Big Bro BVO. You know what I'm saying? Shout out D Free. Pride
Bevo.
saying. Shout out to A1. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think BVO was hating early on, but he came to his senses. You know, because I was one of those people saying too that Tank don't fight this, he don't fight that, he don't fight black fighters. He fighting one. He fighting a damn good one. And if he beat him, I'm gonna give him credit. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people saying that they want to see Frank Martin mix it up with all these guys. But when it come to Tank, it's why he picking on Frank Martin? Frank Martin is not Devin Haney. He not now we moving the goalposts. No, we said he ain't fighting this, he ain't fighting that. Now he's fighting somebody with an actual post. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna give some real resistance. So I'm gonna give him in his credit, bro. I'm very surprised and hey, I gotta give him his credit, bro.
You're right, X. He deserves 100% credit. If he go out there and whoop him like everybody else, he's gonna get full credit from me. Because, like you said, people say he don't fight this, he don't fight that. I'm one of them people. Matter of fact, we all done been up here and grinding Tank up because he was moving funny. But if he picks Frank Martin and it's a go, and they get in the ring, then I don't want to hear nothing else about he don't fight this and he don't fight that. Then if he go in there and whoop Martin, then we got to see what he do next before we can criticize him again. But I won't criticize him until I see the date, the all that, the postcard, the press conferences, all the good stuff, and then I'll be a little bit more satisfied. But I'm a little satisfied now. But I'm giving him credit on this side, dog. No rap, he's getting credit.
Well, one thing I will say though, one thing about Tank compared to other fighters, when he puts something up, it's as good as gold. I can't think of a time Tank has put up something about fighting somebody he didn't fight him. So anytime Tank open his mouth and say something, when he do open his mouth, he definitely is right on, right on. But one thing I want to get into, and while I got different opinions up here, I want to get you guys' opinions on this footage that's kind of built Devin Haney's career because Devin Haney said, "Oh, I beat Tank to death, so that's why this and that. I beat Floyd to death and made Floyd retire." And then we get a minute and 40 seconds of Tank just beating the life out of Devin Haney. I remember hitting with an uppercut. He flew across the ring. I thought Superman was in there. So I think it's kind of funny how a lot of the stuff that we finding out with Devin Haney is starting to be a house of cards. I'm just wondering, have you guys noticed the inconsistency with Devin Haney and Bill Haney's stories? Are they just liars? Or are they just trying to embellish? You guys, let me know what you think.
Can I have a crack at this first, if y'all don't mind?
Go ahead, man. Floor is yours.
I think honestly, if I'm being honest, and this is probably gonna be maybe the most objective take on this, is that I think a lot of it, bro, they literally are doing similar to the Floyd Mayweather thing is you know what I'm saying? If you like me, you're gonna buy the fight. If you hate me, you're gonna buy the fight. Either way, you're gonna tune in and see me win or lose. And I think they taking it from the perspective of stay relevant in the eye of the public, good or bad. Either way, your name is out there. So they using it for publicity in all type of ways and everything that come with it. Is my personal like unbiased take. And for me, like for Bill, the things he do and the fact that obviously I'm a newfound, well, not newfound pops, but my son just turned 3 and my daughter gonna turn 2. Like I'm new to it. So his obviously Dev is much older. So for the fact of what where they came from and where they at now and how it is, I think he just doing everything he can to ensure like that his son is one of those people considered like one of the names that go down in history and every type of way possible. And then obviously, again, making sure that his son name is staying hot, relevant to him to get the biggest bag possible too. So they taking every avenue and
Mm-hmm.
trying to cross every T and dot every I to ensure
Mm-hmm.
like any conversations that come up, any name that's mentioned, at some point, Dev name got to be in it. Whether they saying, "Oh, Dev can go up to 147 and fight Boots," or he can fight Matias at 140, or he can fight Tank at a catchweight. Either way, when you look at them 3 weight classes, at some point in the conversation, Dev name always comes up,
Yep.
and,
And
and I think that's what
Roosevelt,
his dad doing. My bad, go ahead, bro.
Roosevelt, nah, you good, A1. Roosevelt said that video was crazy. Tank beat that boy bad. That video was almost 10 years ago. You know that, right, Roosevelt, brother Roosevelt? That video was almost 10 years ago. Devin Haney was a teenager, and Tank Davis was
Oh
already
my
had
God.
so. Hold
Hold
on,
on, hold on,
hold
hold
on,
on,
no,
hold on.
no, 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 no.
Hold
Hold
on. You
on.
can't tell me you beat somebody to
Oh
death
my
and
God,
then tell
man,
me you a teenager.
he
Cut the cap,
was.
man. Cut the cap, man.
And
Cut the
then,
cap.
okay, so answer this, BVO. First of all, the tape is almost 10 years ago. That it was a minute and 40 seconds of an assault by Javante Davis, because that's what it was. But where is because from what everybody else says, the story, before the video come out, the story hasn't really changed. It said Broner jumped in there, Tank had Devin going, which he did, and Broner jumped in there. Then they got Broner up out of there, and then nobody else knows the rest. From what they says is Broner, Dev got the better of him. How did Bill Haney walk out the money team gym with money? You're not walking out of that gym with no money if your man ain't quit. He quit. He
Listen, man.
quit.
This is what I tell you.
I don't
That's
want
what
to
I
go.
tell
No,
you.
that video was edited and cut down. I didn't see. Y'all might want to go see the way BF broke that video down. He wasn't even really landing. He landed some good punches. Don't get me wrong,
You
but
said who
let's
said
be.
that? Who broke it down?
What's it called? Slow it down, stop it, slow it, stop it, slow it. Damn, I just said his damn name.
BFTB.
BF.
BFTB broke that shit all the way down. You might want to go check that video out. Then
But
you'll
that's a
have a
biased
different opinion
opinion. That's a
about it.
biased opinion.
It's
You
not a
can't,
biased opinion when he's showing a video and he's stopping
man,
it and he's pausing it
bro.
and he's starting
Anytime,
it and
listen,
stopping it.
bro. I'm gonna tell you something funny, man. Anytime you stay in a man's house, you guys are friends. So if
Oh,
me and
come
you try to
on.
go, me and you try to say hi to Devin Haney, we might get sprayed. But he
Hell
spent
no.
the night at Devin Haney's house. So nothing he says when it comes to Devin Haney or Bill Haney
Wait,
is
who's
useful
spending
at
the night?
all.
Who are we talking about?
The person you just said that you said he was
I
broke
don't
it
know
down.
nothing about spending the night in other people's houses.
No,
I
what
don't know
I'm
nothing
not
about
saying,
that.
I'm not saying it to be funny. I'm saying this is somebody that they're very close friends with.
But I'm
So
saying he did a video. Okay,
so his
forget BF.
opinion is non and void. His
Forget
opinion
him.
is non and
It's not
void
an
That's not
because they're
that.
opinion.
friends.
It's not an
That's not.
opinion when
It's
he's
not an
showing you
opinion.
a video and he's stopping it and he's rewinding it
You
and
don't
he's
gotta agree with
pausing
me.
it.
I'm giving you my opinion, bro. I'm saying, in my opinion, that opinion is trash.
It's
I
not an
would
How?
wipe my butt
opinion.
with
Go,
that.
go
It's
ahead. Go
not an
ahead,
Go
Free.
opinion.
ahead.
Go ahead, Free. Because he didn't see the video. It's
No,
cool.
no,
Go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
it's
Chris.
not. It's not an opinion. Now you can say his opinion that he had towards Devin Haney is
Right.
non and void because he got a personal interest. That's your belief. But if he's showing you something that's facts, that's not an opinion. That's
That's all I'm
facts.
saying. That's all I'm saying. He showed the video. He stopped it. He rewinded. He paused it. He slow moed it. He did. It was a lot of stuff that he did, and not to mention it was edited clearly just for. It's a highlight of Javante Davis. That's all he did in a minute and 40. He didn't do nothing else. Where is so? You mean to tell me Devin Haney didn't land nothing? Because what
Well,
that
I
clip
think.
did,
Can I
what
can I
that clip did,
can
and
I
I'm gonna
jump
let
in?
you go for it. I'm gonna let y'all go. That clip showed him assaulting Devin Haney. So you mean to tell me that's all it was? It was 40 minutes, and
No,
all we got was a buck 40.
Can
well,
I
I
say
think.
something?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Um, I like how BVO started, and I made sure to remind myself how he even started this question. How he talked about how Tank hit him with an uppercut, and he flew across the ring, and he's beating him to death, and all of that. BVO, you're very clever how you word things to try to trigger people and be a troll. I get that. I respect that. But at
That's
the end
so
of the,
good. That's
but,
bro.
but at the end of the day, BVO, I know you. I can say I know you well at this point, right? I know you well at this point, how you word things. Man, this is how I feel about that. That sparring session was what it was. Like I said, on both sides, there's a lot to take away from it. You could say on the one hand, Devin Haney was 16 years old. You could say on the other hand, Tank was out of shape and he did that. You could say Tank, he didn't win the sparring session, whatever, but he was out of shape. It's a whole lot of ways you go about looking at that sparring session. But from that clip, a lot of people only going one way. Devin Haney got his ass beat, and that's how the fight will go and all that. I think Tank will win that fight, but I'm not really gonna look at that sparring session as that's a one of one how the fight gonna go because Prize Fighter said that was 10 years ago. Ten
Yeah,
years ago, right?
This
yeah,
this this
literally.
what I this what I'll say. And
Hold on.
salute to the philosopher himself, my man Thomas Hill, man.
Thomas,
But
shout
I
out
gotta say
Thomas,
this, man,
brother
and, and,
Thomas.
and I and I want to go directly with Free saying, Free, when you're friends with someone, it changes everything.
No, it
No,
doesn't. No, it
no
doesn't.
Now
matter
I'm about to
what.
say no, it
Hey,
don't,
say
bro.
say 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 what you want, Free. I wouldn't let nobody talk
So,
crazy about
so
Free.
hold on. So
Go
what you
ahead.
telling me is if I'm telling somebody the truth about you, they supposed to say, "Oh, that's a lie," because y'all friends.
I don't want to know it's the truth. That's the thing.
No,
Salute, Quee.
if I'm showing you that is the truth, if I'm showing you facts, photographic footage, I'm showing you video footage that everything I'm telling you about BBO is the truth. And they supposed to say, "No, that's that. I can't believe that because y'all friends."
Cause y'all friends, cause y'all boys. That don't
I
make no
I
sense.
stop saying
If BBO is somebody whooping on you and I'm slowing it down and I'm like, see, BBO didn't get hit right there, knowing you did. Come on, bro.
Hold on, hold on.
yeah,
You
That
know, you
don't
know
got
what?
nothing to do with it.
This is why we got the philosopher now. This is why we got the best channel on YouTube. Man, Tommy, tell these brothers that if somebody's friends with them, you're not gonna get a true a true answer. Am I wrong, Thomas? Still tell me, man.
Now Roosevelt, you making up stuff. That don't
You
that
Hold
you
on,
you
man.
still
Let my
gotta
asking me
make
man,
in
let my
niggas.
man
general?
Thomas
Yeah, I
Hill get
think
in there.
more times than not, if you ask somebody who's really about somebody, they might not give you the right answer. But like you said, if they're showing you the truth, that's a different thing. Like,
If it's undeniable when you're looking at it.
yeah, if
Right.
it's undeniable when you're looking at it, you might not want to accept it, but you're gonna know when you're looking at it that dang man, that's my dude right there. You might not concede to it, but you will acknowledge in your within yourself that yo man, my boy looking bad out here. Now you might not run with it and go tell everybody else, especially if you're a true friend, but
Yeah,
you gonna talk to that person and be like, hey, yo man, they got you looking bad out here. We got to do something about that. I don't know what this is in reference to, but that's how I am, and that's how I value friendship. But I do know what you're saying is true too.
yeah,
That some friends will not just they will. It's like, say for instance, you see videos that's being made for money because they get like comments and subscriptions out of it.
for
But
sure.
they got a friend that's in on the phone, and the girl calls them like, "Hey, is Tommy with you?" And they be like, "Yeah, yeah, Tommy, when we out right now, we out about shopping." Because that's his boy, and he don't know what she trying to do, what kind of angle she trying to get at, and where he at, or if he even talked to him. But the first thing he gonna do is cover up for his friend
hmm
because he don't want no trouble to happen to him in that relationship.
I'll cover up for my friends, but
Yeah,
if
that's
my
what I'm
friend is
saying.
bro.
on video, if they on video and they breaking it down and it's going down, I'm just gonna be like, damn. I come up here and keep it a bean with you. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean, Roosevelt, is you talking about he from Henderson, Nevada, tanks from the hood. That shit don't got nothing to do with nothing. You know what I'm saying? So get out of here
You
with
know,
that.
hey, salute to my man Roosevelt.
That's just crazy.
But
No,
see,
Get
look
that
though,
brother
Hey,
know
and
hey,
then on top,
anything.
hold
yeah,
on, one
hold
second,
on,
hold
D
on, one
Free.
second. I'm gonna get everybody in on this one.
Go
I
ahead, go
gotta
ahead.
say this though, real quick. It's funny how, and I'll be honest, I'm a former project brother myself. It is funny that sometimes you do resent people whose parents do better. You say, "Oh, you only there because of your parents." At the end of the day, the thing is, you can't get mad because Devin Haney's dad did his job. Devin
What? So
Haney's
Devin,
dad.
he got in there and fought for him?
No, what I'm saying is Devin Haney's Bill Haney don't get enough credit. Bill Haney came out of prison, and I'm not saying to be funny, but Bill Haney came out of prison, started a promotional company, spent tens of thousands of dollars to put his son in a position that he is in today. He's probably just in the last 5 years have started to see financially some of the money that he put out. Because let's not forget, he was flying Devin to Las Vegas. He was flying Devin here, flying Devin to Baltimore. At the end of the day, I've heard Tank Davis in this same type of work say, "Yeah, Devin got some good work in on me." At the end of the day, sparring don't matter. But let's be honest, it was fun watching Devin get ragged out like that. I mean, Jesus Christ,
yeah.
that
I
was
mean,
beautiful.
have
But
I had fun watching
Right. Yeah.
watching sparring. Period. I mean,
Yeah. No doubt.
I
Yeah,
saw Devin Ragdog Tio. I saw Tio Ragdog Ryan. I mean,
I
I get
saw
look,
it.
Rolly almost
look, man.
kill Ryan.
Look, man. I watched that
salute the crew.
thing with Tank and Devin about 35 times, bro. Like I enjoyed it, bro, because I like to watch, but I like to learn from things. You know what I'm saying? Anything that's boxing. So I watched this shit a million times. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's just sparring. You know, a lot of people gonna take how they take it. It's all good, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not that big of a deal as
It's
much as
fun to
people.
watch, though. It's fun. I mean,
Yeah.
you're a fighter, X. You know,
I mean, it's
you.
fun to watch if you don't like Devin Haney. I mean,
Yeah,
There's
and
nothing
I
to
was
like
gonna
about
say
I
not.
Devin
think
Haney.
that's what I
You
got
know
from
what's
it.
funny?
I think you liked it because you don't like Devin Haney.
Who,
No,
me?
that's not true. That's not true.
That's what I
That's
think.
not true. Devin
That's what
Haney's
I
my
he
hear.
don't like
brother.
he don't like Bill.
Devin Haney's my brother. I love Devin Haney. I love Bill Haney. That's my brother. You won't never hear me talk about black people. I love
You a
those
lie.
brothers.
You a lie.
What?
What the hell?
Man, this dude right here is a troll,
Hey,
man. This shit
Hold
is
on,
hey,
crazy.
hold on,
hey,
free.
BVO, can I say this real quick
Go
about
ahead, good
D
brother.
Frito? So D Free, Judge, I forgot who it was. One of the TWT fan was in a damn debate, and I can't remember who it was. D Free called that shit right down the middle, cause just to allude or go circle back to what y'all just said, you like y'all said, you on camera, ain't no ducking and dodging, ain't no making excuses for you. You on camera, and I forgot who it was, and he told the dude flat out, like I judge it right down the middle. All everything else go out the window. I'm here to be a judge. I'm gonna do my job.
Right.
That's the exact same thing as you what y'all just said. D Free gonna call that shit down the middle. Like, and the
No,
case in
I've
point,
said it about my own family.
yeah,
You
he
know
gonna
what I
call that
say
shit
though?
down the middle.
Hey, what? This is what I say. This is what I say. D Freeze my older brother, and I love him, but he's a nut, bro. He's a nut, man. Most people gonna have a little bias. Like some people
no,
accuse me of like a Tissimo Lopez, which is very untrue.
Man,
Jamel
you in
Hill,
love
my
with that
favorite
nigga.
fighter.
Don't hey, ass
What?
cat, bro. They might as well call you BVO Lopez, man.
Hold on, no. People call me BVO Lampley or BVO man, whatever. At the end of the
BVO
day,
Lopez.
Lampley.
I like
BVO
BVO Lampley.
Lopez.
BVO Lampley.
Salute
That's
to
what I'm
my
calling.
favorite. My favorite. I think the greatest commentator ever. He don't get enough credit. My man Jim Lampley, man. He never gets his credit.
Oh
He was
God.
terrific. Boxing ain't
So,
been the same without him. We miss him.
so you just gonna duck off and change the narrative or change the topic, huh?
Yeah, that's what he
well,
do. That's what
I
he
mean,
do.
I gotta be a nut because I keep it 100.
No, what I'm saying,
That's what I
what
do.
I'm
I keep it
saying is,
100.
no, what I'm saying is, you always play it down the middle, free.
That's
I've
how
never
you
seen you
supposed
not
to
do
do. That's how you supposed to do. When you
So
rather
what you
me
think,
playing
BVO?
50? You rather me playing 50 or playing right down the middle?
If me and you was debating, you think D Free gonna edge it towards me because he didn't know me longer?
No, I'm not.
I think
He's
D Free would
definitely
pick
not.
you because
I'm not.
hold
if
on, I want to
if
get
you
back on
bodying
subject,
me,
but
D Free gonna say it. He ain't gonna say it was a close round. He gonna be like, "Hey, one, you got your ass whooped, bro. I'm sorry." Like he gonna be
A1
brutal,
got
more
beat
than
to
brutally
death.
It's
honest.
the same one I
Yeah.
said about him at A1. BBO was like, man, I held my own. I said, yeah, you did good for getting in there, but you got your ass whooped. And A1 was taking, I mean,
no, you
and
mean
KO
the
and
light
KO
skinned
was taking
kid
it. Yeah,
knockout. He
KO.
talking about knockout,
Yeah, I was like, KO
knockout.
took it light on you, and you got your ass whooped. But I give you credit for getting in there. I kept it 100 with you.
Hey,
I'm
where
not gonna
can
sit
I
here and
find that
sugarcoat it.
audio at? BVO didn't invite me to the party. And I just want to see that audio.
Hold
Well,
on, hold on. One
Knockout is
second,
You
one
don't
real.
want
second,
to see
free.
that.
Knockout is real
PBC is
complicated.
done.
He's
Hold
complicated
on,
when
hold
he
on, hold
does
on,
that,
man.
man.
Hold on, man. This PBC hate is ridiculous. At the end of
What?
the day, man, just because I'm from Cleveland, I'm not saying this, bro. Canelo came back on his hands and knees to PBC, but PBC is done. Stop the cap, stop the hate.
That's just
Al
a
Heyman ain't
hating
did
channel,
nothing
bro.
to y'all meat boys to say the
Right.
stuff about him. All he's done is put on the best fights, put on the best events, and he get all this. Hey, I'm telling you, man, you're gonna miss Al Heyman when he's gone. The
He ain't
same
going nowhere.
cupcakes that was crying about Don King, wishing they had Don King back. Bob Arum ain't
Who?
nothing, man. Eddie Hearn's a fucking liar. Oh, excuse my language.
Sir,
These
we in
promoters
30
that y'all
minutes in.
pushing up are trash, man.
And
Al
this guy
Heyman.
named his
Somebody.
whole channel
Hey, hold on.
PBC Done. His ass a goofy. Your
Go
ass
ahead.
a
Somebody said that
goofy,
in the
nigga.
chat.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just put it up there on the screen. I just put it on the screen.
that nigga's a goofy. He said he exposed. Let me see. He said PBC Done said he exposed himself as a PBC fangirl just now. It's facts over feelings, like Rick Glazer said. They're done. Rick Glazer is one of the most
No,
capping niggas on there. You've been on that raccoon nigga channel.
hold on,
I ain't
hold
gonna
on,
say
hold
his
on,
name.
hold
Hey,
Hold
on,
I
on,
just
hold
no
got
on.
a
free. Hold on,
question.
free.
Why
Let
are
me
people
go,
praying
free.
for
Let
the
me go. Let me
downfall
go.
of a
Let me go.
promoter?
Let me go. Let me go. You've been listening to that raccoon nigga channel with that Rick Glacier shit. That raccoon nigga. All right. So I already know where you came from. Don't come on here talking about PBC, this and how why Canelo, why your man Canelo ran back over there, not BVO, but this PBC done nigga. Why your man Canelo run back to PBC? Because they don't want the zone. He tried to come over there with that cherry picking shit, and the zone said no. Now he got to run back to the black man, and now he got his hands out because he want easy fights. Don't come over and say PBC done how when they got his money. He's a
No.
fucking goofy, nigga. Fuck out of here, you
PBC,
fucking goofy.
PBC is done, but PBC gave Canelo 2 big bags. He
Big
got a big
bags.
bag. He got a big bag when he fought Caleb Plant, and he got a big bag when he fought Jamel Charlo. He got
Yes.
2
Hey, hold
big bags.
on. My only question is, I mean this is more rhetorical than it is realistic, but like, why is it that people are praying for the downfall of another like a promotional company for
Right.
fighters? Y'all, do they really think if PBC was to fail, these fighters gonna be like, I'm gonna go to Golden Boy. I'm gonna go
They gonna have no
dang near
money.
all the PBC fighters that made enough money where they can just walk away from the sport and be perfectly good. So I'm confused at like,
The
why would
stars
you
stay.
want them? Yeah, why would you want elite other boxers on promotion? Like, why do you want boxing to fail? That's the thing. If one of them go out, that means boxing itself is failing. If a promotional company is just like, they going belly up and they out. Like, why do you? I don't understand. I mean, I get that. Obviously, I am a black man, a successful black man. They hate anything black and successful being in the same sentence. But then, I'm just saying for the sport of boxing, like, do you not want to see? If you're a
Right.
top ranked fan, top ranked fighters go over
It
and beat
don't matter.
PBC
I don't
fighters.
give
But
a
this what
fuck
I'll
where
say.
they
This what
fight
I'll
at.
say.
I
Hold on
don't
one
want
second.
none
Hold
of
on
them
one.
niggas to go out of business. I don't want
Hold on
Top
one
Rank
second.
to
Hold on
go
one
out of
second,
business.
Prize.
I don't
I
want that's
gotta get
all none of
Athletic
them niggas.
Mind, and I gotta get the philosopher Tommy
Yeah,
here
go
on this
ahead,
one.
man. Go ahead. Let them
So
brothers
I
go
want
ahead.
to
Cause
ask
My
y'all
bad,
both
niggas
Joe.
y'all
got me
brothers
tight
this,
right
man.
now.
I want to
Shit,
ask
go
both
ahead.
y'all brothers this. Does PBC's downfall have to do with Al Heyman's suntan? Is that what that's about? Athletic Mind and Tommy, you guys tell me.
What
Um,
downfall they on though? Go ahead, X.
yeah, man. I think look, there's something about a promoter that everybody likes. There's something that they don't like, and I think the people that's coming at Al Heyman, they're looking at the things that they don't like more than the things that he does good for the sport. You know what I'm saying? That's they're highlighting and circling around. Like for what's his name, Bob Arum. There's plenty of things that a lot of people don't like.
I
There's some
can't
bad things
stand
that
him. Go
there's
ahead,
some
X.
bad things that he there's some bad things or things that are dislikable that he does. There's some things that he does good for the sport. All the promote not I would say mainly him and Al Heyman, they both do good and bad. You know what I'm saying? No promoter's perfect, you know what I'm saying? But I think with Al Heyman specifically, people are highlighting what they don't like specifically about him instead of looking at the things that he does that's good for boxing.
Mm.
That's my opinion on
Go ahead, Mr.
Yeah.
Thomas.
Hill.
Thomas.
Well, I'm gonna go and piggyback off of what he said. They do try to pick some. They try to associate something or ascribe something to Al Heyman as a downfall. But in all actuality, it's because most of these people who control the money in boxing are now falling behind and greatly behind Al Heyman and the business model he has in place. They don't like the fact that he is allowing the fighters to generate money that they never did get to see and that they kept. And on top of that, that he is winning the battle in the United States. So they had to implore they had to outsource boxing for them so that they can create a level playing field for their fighters that they have so that they can make their fighters money while keeping the money that they would get. And I think that more so than anything is the biggest reason why they prey on his downfall. I don't say no downfall because he ain't experiencing a downfall. He's very proactive in his thinking and he makes sure that he is a scale ahead of his competition. So he's on the level and he's making the right moves. They're just trying
Mm-hmm.
to attack him at every given chance to try to bring salt to his name and also trying to demise his progress.
Well,
Yeah.
I want to
That's
ask the
it,
whole.
and
I
that's
want to ask
crazy.
the whole panel
I
this
don't
real
want none of
quick.
them niggas to go out of business. Real quick, BVO. I don't want none of them to go out of business. I can't stand Bob Arum. I don't want Top Rank out of business. I don't like Oscar De La Hoya as a promoter. I don't want him out of business. I can't stand the zone. They play darts and weird arm wrestling and shit on their channel. But I don't want the zone gone. So y'all people say, oh, PBC, and quickly made a good point. Sister Quee said that Rick Glazer, and this is a fact, if you go back to his tweets that he probably deleted, he been saying PBC going broken out of business for years, and they still put on the best fights last year, like y'all said on the last show. So like all the PBC hate, y'all raccoon channels and all y'all niggas, like y'all want them gone so bad until there ain't no more boxing. So y'all need to y'all weirdos to me, man.
Let
If
me
it
say
wasn't
this.
for
My
BVO,
man,
I wouldn't even be up here. If it wasn't
this
for
what I was.
BVO
This what I would
Lampman.
say. Salute to my man Mexican boxing number one. This guy's a true supporter. I get what you're saying about PBC, but you know what? Do that same over critiquing of Top Rank and everybody else. Get off of Al's nuts, man. At the end of
Please.
the day, Al Heyman has done nothing to nobody. The man barely talks. He's a freaking ghost. I can't think of. I don't think I've ever seen an Al Heyman interview.
You
So what
haven't.
is the hate coming from? At some point, as my man Thomas Hill says,
Ridiculous.
we really gotta get real here. We gotta
Why
get
we
real
don't
here.
go at
Hold
BVO?
on
Let
one
me
second.
ask you
Hold
a
on one
question.
second, Prize. 1 second. I asked everybody on the panel this: when is enough on this? And when are we going to say just what the truthful thing is? PBC has too many fighters. That's probably the case. They got too many fighters without enough dates. But as far as going broke, I've been here every 6 months. There's a new rumor that PBC is going broke. Have you guys heard that? I want to hear from everybody. Have you
Every
guys heard
six
that?
months, you being generous. That's almost every week.
I about to say, damn, that was real. That was real nice. But my thing is, PBC, they're not. They Al Heyman knows how to work the system, bro, and that's just what it is. So they quick to call PBC, bro. Why y'all don't go over there and call the zone, bro? Didn't that man Canelo try to run over there to the zone and steal and pick off the cherry tree? And what did they say? Nope. So do they got? So the zone broke then because they don't got the 55 million like PBC got. The zone said no. So call them broke because they blew. Free know the numbers of that. Be free to tell you how much they blown. So y'all niggas is crazy. Call the zone is broke. I'm saying it on BVO Boxing. The zone broke. The zone going out of business because they didn't have Canelo's money that he's looking for. So he had to run back to the brother man because they know the brother man has the money if it makes sense.
I
Cap,
mean,
Cap,
all you gotta do is just look at. You can look at recent history. Canelo Alvarez sued Oscar De La Hoya because he didn't get paid the money that he was supposed to get in his contract. Bud Crawford sued Top Rank because they wasn't giving him the fights he was supposed to get in his contract. Nobody has ever sued Al Heyman far as a fighter. None of his fighters has ever sued him. These other
My,
promoters have been getting sued by their fighters because they
Left and
can't
right,
pay them.
free. Right.
hey, D free, and my thing is that I'm not even going to even lay those kind of facts out. I got a question for the people that don't like PBC. What do y'all want from them? Do y'all want more fights? If they're out of the business, what do you want? What do you want the fighters to do? Where do you want the fighters to go? Like, I just gotta ask. Like, okay, if you don't like PBC, why?
yo,
That's the question. Is asking them why or what do they want from the PBC? That's the simplest thing. And if they can't answer that question and tell you anything, then it's literally just hating just to hate or just to have a dislike or a disdain for we all know what it is and what it's for.
Go ahead, Mr. Hill.
yeah, I was going to piggyback off a couple of things that were spoken on. The fact that that the lawsuits have not entered into the boxers and PBC management realm is very critical and key. And also, like A1 just got through saying and said before, competition drives things. You look at these commercials, you'll see like burger joints creating a different burger because somebody just pulled out with this one, and it makes them have to step their game up to compete with what they got going on. So that means that with more people in play, you got a better chance at great competition because they got to keep up with the Joneses, so to speak. Also, I
Mm-hmm.
would say that when it comes to these people that are attacking the PBC, like like you said, why would they attack them when they don't do anything to condemn or put down the other competition that they're with? You don't never hear them speaking of them at all. You never hear them address anything. They only focus in on what they got going on. And they put out the best shows. They're the only promotional company, that has not lost money in the fights and the big fights that they produce and put on. And yet they're out of business. They're bad for boxing and they're losing money. Ah,
I want to know what they're going to say about Top Rank now that ESPN is not renewing their contract. What
Yeah,
you going to
they
tell Top
going out
Rank?
of
They
money.
they ain't gonna say shit. But let me ask y'all this: is it an issue when you're in competition with somebody, or is it an
Hold
issue
on one
when you're
second.
in
Hold on
competition
one
with
second.
yourself?
Hold on 1 second. A1, I want to read this comment. He said,
Yeah,
barely
because he's
got
talking
here,
crazy.
just
Go
read the
ahead, BBO.
comments, heard the rewind. Yeah, you guys fangirls biased. Ha ha ha. Not real boxing fans lying, making it about something else when Rick Glacier and Fred said it. This is what I'm gonna say.
This nigga talking about
This
Rick
I'm
Glacier,
gonna tell
man.
you too. I'm gonna be honest here, and y'all
Niggas
they
might
call
roast me
him
for this, but
Glacier.
let me say this.
Glacier.
Let
His
me say
name is
this real quick.
Glazer.
Wow, bro.
Let me say this real quick. Everybody
Isn't it?
knows BVO is a fan of true boxing, Mexican style boxing, real boxing, not that bull crap. I'm gonna fight, not get hit. No, we want to see you step like a man in the middle of the ring. So even I can tell you that you know what PBC doesn't put on all the fights I want to see because it's always black versus Spanish. So it's always a Spanish dude chasing some black dude around for 12 rounds. That's not always my favorite thing. At the end of the day, man, you cannot doubt PBC's contribution. They do a lot better than Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn be having people who don't belong in the ring. I seen this girl get beat to death.
In 2
It looked like
seconds.
she had a seizure
You
after they
saw that?
beat her
I
up.
know
Exactly.
exactly what you're talking about,
And
Yeah,
I
BG.
said,
Tunisia tried to piece her up.
yeah,
Real
it's
quick,
like,
and when you finish, B-roll, let me go real quick. When you finish,
okay, go ahead. One second.
Fuck them,
And I
Cuckoo.
don't know
Fuck
if you
them.
guys ever seen a movie called Boys in the Hood. Most of the time, Eddie Hearn puts on these overmatch fights. They carrying people in the house like they did Ricky, man, with the baby screaming. Like they be so overmatched. But say what you want, man. BVO's never been
Man,
a
don't explain yourself
fanboy,
to
a
no goofy,
fangirl, none of that.
man. Don't
I've
explain
always been
yourself
a
to no
fan of
goofy.
true Mexican boxing, none of that slick boxing, and I'm
Hey,
just gonna keep it real. Go ahead, Free, my
hey,
bad.
James Jones, real quick, free. James Jones, what promoter had Mexicans naming their kids after a black man? You tell me
That's a
that
fact.
shit, you hoe ass nigga.
Hey,
Oh
D3,
That's
let
no,
me
no,
give it
hey,
out
I'm
to
with
you.
you,
don't call
Quee
it
Quee.
nothing crazy. Don't know call it nothing crazy because you know what? This is a boxing forum. You come in here, you can say what you want. Long as you ain't talking crazy, you can say
That
what you
was
want.
crazy though.
No,
I'm
it's
the
not.
D,
No,
enforcer
it's not.
around
No,
here.
it's not. Go
hey,
ahead. Go
hey,
ahead, Free.
D3, let me get it out to you, free.
all right, yeah.
Savage,
So
man.
this is the thing. See, like a lot of people want to sit here and listen to Rick Glazer. Rick Glazer has been proven wrong multiple times. He's been caught in lies multiple times. Bob Arum has been caught in lies multiple times. Oscar De La Hoya has been caught in lies multiple times. Eddie Hearns has been caught in lies multiple times. Name one time y'all caught Al Heyman lying. Y'all can't because he ain't never heard him talk.
Shout out Facts Over Boxing, man.
I never even heard Al Haber's voice.
I might be the only person on this whole channel that has actually heard for Al Heyman because I used to work at the Budweiser Superfest and I met him one time. I might be the only person that ever heard of him,
I'm glad you
ever
said
heard his
that
voice.
because that's also what I was going to be saying. How can they be losing money too when you go into one of their events and on that mat in the center of that bad boy is a symbol of a beer that don't even taste that good. They keep that beer running because that man done had that much of an impact for that brand.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
that brand,
don't
like,
even know who Al
That's a
Heyman
good ass
is.
point, bro.
I was like 14 years old. I didn't even know who Al Heyman was. I just knew he ran the Budweiser Superfest. They were like, "Oh, this is the guy that put it on." I was like, "Oh, how you doing?" He was like, "How you doing, young man?" And I was like, I'm good." And that was it.
You know
Hey,
what's
so
funny? You know what's funny, man? People don't even realize this. Michael Jackson said it over and over and over again how much he loved Al Heyman. Then you
facts.
got then you got the new age rap version of Michael Jackson, success wise. Drake talking about Al Heyman checks. X, let me ask you this, man. You in a
hey, hold on,
hotbed.
BBO. Hold on, BBO.
Oh,
Let
my
me
bad.
get
Go
it
ahead, Mo.
before I lose a train of thought on this joint, man. No, so a two-parter, real, and this is gonna be super quick and brief. The first part is when you starting something, right? You in competition with others because you trying to measure up to other people. When you get to a point where you competing against yourself and you trying to outdo yourself, that means you done made it to some point of success. That's where PBC is right now. The only thing they doing is focusing on them and they fighters. So people hate it because that mean what? That mean they having success. Second part of that is fuck, man, I freaking forgot the other part because it was gonna piggyback something off of kind of what D3. Oh, no, I got it back. So my thing is this, right? So these people, and I'm assuming that I'm from the names y'all are reading off, and definitely if it's wrong, y'all can the Mexican community can ignore, it. But the Latino community, the people that's coming and making these comments, because I think one of them was like Mexican boxing or something like that. How is it you going against PBC, who originally everybody know they galvanized the black community because that's what it was known for, a black man running a promotional company that was doing good, and then all of a sudden they want to ignore the fact now that primarily PBC fights, damn near all of their fights are what? Mexican fighters. All the undercards are stacked with what? Mexican fights. So they're pushing Mexican fighters harder than they're pushing the black fighters over on PBC. Because when you think
For
about it,
real,
you
for
got
real.
Charlos, EJ, maybe let's
EJ's a
say
Mexican
Bud
though.
because he's
EJ's a
there.
Mexican though, bro.
Like, I agree. The style, hell yeah, Mexicans rock with him. But when you look at, there was only like 5 or 6 black fighters over there, and Tank obviously, and maybe Boots. So there's like less than 10. And you look at the larger market of PBC, they have more Latino fighters that they're giving fights to. They're putting on more
Yeah.
Latino fights more than anything.
And
But
you
for
heard
some
what
odd reason, people don't notice it.
You heard what David Benavidez said in that little thing, how Canelo, he was going to give Canelo the 55, $60 million. He was going to take 5 and none of the pay-per-view. That's
Yep.
what Benavidez said, none of it.
You
So
know, you know what, you know what.
PBC, how they going broke, bro? That's
This
what
what I'll
is,
tell you. This what I'll tell you. David
and
Benavidez is a
this is a
coward.
kill him right here,
David
BVO.
Benavidez is a coward.
What Mexicans name they kids after a black man? Because the Mexicans is
It's a
funny for
fact.
that. You tell me that shit.
Well, this what I'll tell you. This what I'll tell you, Prize. David Benavidez is a coward. If he wanted that fight with Canelo, whatever Canelo wants, he should have got.
He did.
If Canelo say, "I'm gonna give you $5 in a bag of Cheetos," you take
That's
it.
what he gave
It's
him, and he said
Canelo.
okay.
No,
It's
he
Canelo.
did. He took whatever Canelo gave him. Canelo said
$5
no.
million
He
in
didn't
dope
want to fight
pay-per-views.
David Benavidez. He said he didn't
He
want to
wanted-
fight
he
David
wanted to do
Benavidez because he wasn't on the list that he gave PBC of possible fights. He wasn't on the list of the possible
David
fights that he
Benavidez
can get.
said, "Free." You heard that interview with
Yeah.
David
Hold on,
Benavidez? He was like,
hold on. I want to ask my man Athletic Mind this before I forget. Can I ask you a question, man? So you in a hotbed right now? He's in
yeah.
Brownsville. He's not from East New York, unfortunately, but he's from Brownsville. So I want to ask you this, Athletic Mind: is Top Rank kind of the biggest promotional company in the tri-state area right now? Because I always hear about Top Rank signing guys from your neighborhood. Is that kind of how it is right now?
That would be the avenue for guys who want an opportunity, who are not highly touted in the amateurs, or if you just looking for opportunity in general, like Top Rank is the more easier avenue to go. Yeah, that's true out here. Facts.
So let me
Okay,
ask you this:
BVO.
as a young fighter, seeing everybody getting these, like you said, not the most highly touted guys getting the opportunity, wouldn't you say that what Top Rank is doing is special?
Oh yeah. Look. What's his guy name? Bob Arum. Yeah, of course. He's good with promoting fighters, getting them fights, building them up. But the place where people have the most issues with him is where he builds you up to that status, and now he's trying to hold you down. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you see a lot of these guys move on from Bob Arum and things of that nature. But other than promoting fighters and building them up, that's what he's best at.
I agree with you on that one, X. You know what I mean? But like the homie Josh Sanders, he just said that Canelo could have made $100 million. The way that deal was set up,
Hold on,
and
Josh. Canelo can do
he
what he want. He
but
can
he
do
had
what he
all the
want.
but who turns away $100 million?
He don't need it. He don't need it.
Then why is
Only
he
thing I
running back
say
to
is this.
PBC for the money? Why you don't take that to zone
And free, I'm gonna ask you this.
15 million or whatever then?
And this is what I'm gonna say. You guys are giving Canelo hell. He
BVO
only
don't want
this
to
is the
answer
first.
it.
This is the only thing. This is the first time Canelo's ever ducked someone in his career, and y'all want to give him hell about it. It's his first duck, man. Get a man a break. It's his first duck.
That's cap, bro.
He been fighting for 15 years. Well,
He ducked
15
Triple
years.
G. He surrendered his
No. He
his
got
WBC
franchise, man.
belt.
Stop the cap.
No, but there was no franchise belt. He surrendered his WBC belt to that other bum, Triple G. He surrendered the belt to him, and HBO made Canelo. And then you see when he fought him how close the fight was. A lot of people thought G won the first fight, and everybody was like,
Hey,
"Okay, that's
salute
why
to
he
my
ain't won a
man
fight."
Fred and all the haters tonight because that lets you know we made it, man. Salute to y'all, man. All the
Yeah,
time we been working. I love all the hate, man.
is that real though? I don't know if that's Fred's
I
real.
It don't matter,
I'm
man. I
not. It does
appreciate it.
matter. It
I
does matter.
appreciate it all.
It's probably that bum Gary that be going to a lot of people and push Glazer's
Yeah, I don't know.
nephew.
I don't know if that's. I don't know if that's Barbershop Conversations logo. That doesn't look like his
No,
logo to
that's
me.
it. Fred from Barbershop. It's some goofy name. He's
Oh yeah.
he said pathetic. I'll Heyman is tricked like puppets. But let me ask
Yeah.
y'all this real quick. So Canelo only ducking. This is Canelo's first duck in his career. Is this going to hurt his legacy?
His
Free.
legacy? His legacy is already what it is, man. He done fought enough other people that it's already cemented how he goes out is going to be tainted though. Because if he doesn't take that fight, and I understood what D said. You said you had a question for D too, so I'm gonna let D speak after this one for sure. But D said that the greater thing at risk is the love of his people, the admiration of his people, and the fandom of his people. I think that's the only real reason why he don't want to take that fight. I don't know why, because I don't have Benavidez beating him. To tell you the truth, I don't see how Benavidez will beat him, but he is a risk though. He is a risk, so I guess that's why it is.
Go ahead, Free. I think my man Free
We'll
fell
pass it
asleep.
to X then.
Go ahead, X.
What's the question?
No, what I'm saying is, you think Canelo doesn't want to have this fight because he doesn't want to lose the love of his people? Because this guy, the
I'm back.
Mexican
I'm
monster,
back.
putting the pressure on him.
I'm back.
Go ahead, Free. Go ahead. I'll go after.
Yeah. I mean, because y'all got to remember, like I said, when it came down to him fighting Bud Crawford and him fighting David Benavidez, it's a better chance of him fighting Bud Crawford because Bud Crawford is is number one pound for pound. He's number one pound for pound. But the thing that Canelo has, he has the Mexican fan base. If he lose the Bud Crawford, he doesn't lose that Mexican fan base. They are still stand behind him. They'll be like, okay, well, he lost to the best fighter in the world. So they'll still stand behind him. But if you go out there and you fight David Benavidez, who is another American Mexican, and you lose to him, not only do you lose to the younger guy, but now you lose the Mexican fan base because the Mexicans gonna be like, okay, now Canelo, you done had your run. We're gonna go with the young Mexican because he's taking over the game now. You pass the torch. It's like sort of a passing the torch, and Canelo don't want to pass the torch. Similar to Floyd Mayweather, he never wanted to pass the torch. So that's what Canelo is doing. That's why Floyd ain't put Tank Davis in the best situation because that would have been passing the torch to Tank Davis by putting him in these big fights that a lot of us said he should have been in.
I just
Floyd
had,
don't want to lose his spot,
I
and
want to ask you
he don't
guys
want to lose
this.
his spot.
Give my
He don't.
prediction, and then I want to start with my man A1 Thomas Buddickman, and then Free and Prize. But
Whoa, hold
I
up. Man.
got
You said Athletic was going to get a chance to spin on it. Let him
yeah. Go
spin
ahead,
on it.
Athletic. My bad.
Oh yeah, you were saying does it hurt his legacy if he don't fight David Benavidez, right?
This is
That,
first duck. That's why I said that.
I don't think so, but we living in the now, and right now it's not looking good in terms of what a lot of people perceive his who he is, like he's willing to fight whoever and he's the best and all this shit. He seems to be taking every other avenue around David Benavidez, and it's blatant at this point. I don't know how anybody could defend it. Any Mexicans, whoever's in favor of Canelo, like if it's blatant that he's ducking this man. I've heard many people say that, oh, what does David Benavidez did to deserve to fight Canelo? He will lose anyway, so we shouldn't see the fight and all type of weirdo shit, man. Like I think whoever he fights next, bro, like I think if people are truly fans of boxing, we need to boycott that bullshit that he about to fight. What's his name? Jaime Munguia, who didn't do nothing to deserve a Canelo fight. But we talking about what did David Benavidez deserve? I mean, it don't make no sense, bro. People got a few screws loose.
Well, I'll ask you this, Buddickman. You say that as if Hammy McGee ain't 40 plus and old, man.
Yeah,
Oh
I
shit.
think despite what people may think, I think he's decent. I think he does have the best skill set, but I think he's a really tough fighter. I think that he done a lot of questionable things. I don't think he's the best fighter in the world, but I think he's not no easy fight. But for Canelo, that should be fairly easy. I'm not gonna knock Jaime Munguia. Like I said, he's done questionable things, but I ain't trying to take it there. I just think he's not deserving enough to fight Canelo Alvarez more than David Benavidez. That's it.
Well, yeah, trash. I'll say it for you.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I said, McGear is a
That's what I'm
smaller
here
version.
for.
McGear is the smaller
Say the
version of
shit that
Zordo.
you ain't gonna
He got a
say.
bunch of guys on his
McGinn
resume
don't deserve
that
no fight no more than Benavidez has been mandatory for how long?
no,
WBC been doing what? We back Canelo. I don't care if y'all Mexicans. Y'all can come on up here and say whatever, but I'm gonna
Hold
tell you
on,
how
man.
I really
Let my
feel.
man D Free get it
You
on
know what
here.
I'm
He's
saying?
Puerto
So it
Rican,
is
you
what
know.
it is.
Like I said,
Get him,
McGinn is a smaller version of Zordo. He got 44 wins, and nobody can name anybody on his resume outside of John Ryder.
John
And
Ryder. I'm
may
about to
and
say
maybe
one
and
guy.
maybe what's that
Deverenchenko.
Deverenchenko. Yeah, those are only two
I
guys
give
you
him
can
credit for
name.
that one. I gave him credit for
He
that one.
lost that fight to me.
And the dude that Charlo in Life and Death with, I forget his name.
Yeah.
Nobody on his resume is
Montiel.
above.
Yeah, Montiel, who he knocked out in 2 rounds, and
No,
Jamal Charlo went Life and Death with him.
nobody on his resume is above a C-level fighter. Nobody on his resume. Nobody. But
Danny
you
Jacobs
telling me
hit a
that
C-level fighter?
not at the time that he fought him.
Hold
Not at
on.
the
Now you
time that
moving. Hold on. Now you moving the dog on
at the
goalpost, bro.
time that he fought him, he was a C-level fighter. That's like saying Linares was an A-level fighter when Devin Haney fought him. No, he wasn't.
No,
No, he wasn't.
he wasn't.
Yeah, y'all give him credit for what he's done in the past, but at the time that he fought him, he was not an A level. The same way at the time that Tank Davis fought Yo-Yo Gamboa, he was not an A level fighter. He was an A level fighter in the past, but not at the time that Tank fought him, not at the time that Devin fought him. So yeah, the
Same
guys
thing
can
with
drop.
Keyshawn and Pedraza.
Yeah, guys can drop from A level. They might have been A level at one point in time, but they can drop from A level.
Real
Hold
quickly
on,
too.
Josh Sanders. You can't say that he fought a shot Danny. You out your mind, man. Danny Jacobs had just won like 4 or 5 fights against undefeated dudes and beat Derevchenko when Derevchenko was a monster undefeated. What are you talking about? He was still a dog when Canelo fought him.
No, like I said, nobody on
Well, I give
Jaime
him credit for
McGill's
that one.
resume is above a C-level fighter. Nobody's above a
Yeah,
C-level
I
fighter.
agree with you, Freak. And like you said, we can't name none of them except for them 3 that X just named. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't them, you don't know who he fought. He's done nothing. You know what I mean? He has done nothing, and I can't wait till somebody knock his ass out.
Shit about boxing. You don't know.
Oh,
And Canelo
didn't
asked him to
He's
do.
hungry. He
He
wanted.
did
He got
everything
it
that
going
Canelo
on.
asked him to do.
He did everything in his power to make the fight. They ran that boy to 75, and he gonna beat them up too. And then it's gonna be bad for Canelo, man, because all his fans know. Y'all know,
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna
Canelo
happen.
fans
If
know
Canelo,
what the young man did.
if David Benavidez go in there and he get a fight with Bivol and he smashed Bivol out, people gonna be like, oh,
He gonna
that's
fight
why
the winner.
Canelo didn't want to fight him.
He
That's
gonna
why
jump right
Canelo
in there with the winner, Free. He gonna go in there and watch that guy better be have washed. Glaskov's name, I can't even say his name. Alexander, whatever, one of them damn people. But he gonna go in there and mash him out, and then he gonna be sitting back waiting he gonna start haunting the Bivol better be a winner. And I think he can beat both of them. Now I think both of them can beat him. It's 50-50 to me. But hell, look at he's a savage for what he's doing. Go hunting down them light heavyweights. Yeah, go
I'm
hunt
telling
them
you,
down.
if he go in there and he smash Bivol, if he get a fight with Bivol and he smash Bivol, everybody gonna be like, oh, that's why Canelo didn't want to fight him.
They're already saying that now.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, Free. And I gotta ask Thomas Hill this because Prize was talking about how Bibba was kibbles and bits.
Man, that was a long
Canelo
time
shared.
ago, man.
Oh, okay, it changed now. My bad.
Yeah, because shit happens. You might be trash. I might say, you know what? I need to see something from this guy. He kibbles and bits to me. He food for Canelo. I ain't never seen him fight but once or twice. I don't know if he got enough of Canelo. Then you go in there and put on that performance. And what did I say on the channel? I ain't never root against Dimitri Bivol. I was all wrong about him. And I came on the channel and said that I was wrong. But BVO loved to hear me repeat that I was wrong. Okay, he got it. I like Dimitri Bivol. I had to go study Dimitri Bivol. I don't be checking up on them Russian niggas like that. I be looking at my guys right here.
He's
You know what I'm
in
saying? Them the
Jersey.
guys. Huh?
My bad.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Athletic Man,
He
my
from
bad.
Jersey?
No, he talking about United
Jersey.
States.
Oh.
He talking about the United States. He not talking about Jersey.
I'm talking about the United States. Where they can be from New Orleans, they can be from Florida, Texas. I don't care where they from. Philly, New York. I don't care. I'll do research on my guys. Not no damn people I can't even understand unless they doing some real work. And he wasn't doing no real work that was noticeable.
He was doing some real work.
I know, but it was going under the radar because he's a foreigner. And you got to
Hey,
come over
but
here and prove
I gotta
yourself,
say
and he
this real
did
quick,
that. So
Prize.
now
I
he
haven't.
got
Hey,
fans.
hey, Prize, don't interrupt, but I gotta hear from my man Thuglicious, man. I haven't heard from Athletic Mind all
Nah, go
day,
ahead.
man.
I'm good. You good?
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
You said Thugalicious. Whoa, man. Come on, chill out with that, bro. Come on, man. Well, yeah, man. Look, man.
I didn't
I
know who
gotta
he was
say this
talking about,
too.
X.
That's
I
from the
thought it was a
Boondocks.
new nigga up here.
That's from the Boondocks. But listen to this, man. I don't know how we got on BVO, but BVO to me, bro, like I picked him to beat Canelo, so I ain't tripping over nothing. You know what I'm saying? But after he beat Canelo is where things started to get real weird for me. Now this man is the second coming of Jesus Christ, and he's one of the most skilled ever and all this shit. I don't see that shit. That's just me. I think he's skilled, but what people taking it to just because he beat Canelo is crazy to me, bro. I don't see none of that people saying that's nuts to me. What y'all
I
think,
can
man?
see where you coming from, because I don't think he's I agree with you. I think he's really, really good. You know, I want to see the Arthur Better BF fight. Now, if he go in there and box circles around him, then I'm like, yeah, I could see that happening. I'm picking him to win that fight. I'm jump off the cliff and go with Bivol on that fight.
He about to get
But
beat to death by that
and
Yeah, he
fat
that's
about to
boy.
fine,
get
and that's
knocked the hell
fine.
out.
And that's fine, because he ain't not. I'm not really a like. I'm like what Free said. I'm just a supporter of him. I'm not like a, you know what I'm saying. But Dimitri Bivol got a good chance to be Better BS. But if he does,
No,
I
he
don't
do
think neither
not,
one.
man.
I don't think neither one of them can be.
No, he do not. No, he do not. You the same
They
dude.
both 50-50 that with
You the
David
same
Benavidez.
dude who said Inouye
Wait.
was
Who
lose to
No,
50-50
Cowboy.
with David Benavidez?
Archer Better BF and
Archer Better
Dimitri
BF
Bivol.
was Slaughter Benavidez, and that's my
He'll
guy.
beat Benavidez to death, man.
I don't know that.
I
I don't know that. Go ahead,
I
Free.
think I think I think Arthur Butterby will beat him, but that is a 50-50 fight.
Oh God.
Y'all, you still gotta remember that Arthur Butterby is
Oh man,
39 years old. He's
this is
I'm about to
39
say
crazy.
years old.
David is a youth. David
This is crazy.
26 years old, man.
No,
This
like I said,
kid's about to
This
be
is
forty.
I pick
hilarious.
Arthur to win,
This is
but it's a
crazy.
50-50 fight because you got to remember that
That's
Arthur is
nuts.
39 years old. At
That's
some
nuts.
point, Father Time is going to show up. At some point, he's going to show up.
We
So
ain't seen him
it's
yet.
not
He
like
might be like LeBron. He
I'm
just
not. He very well could be, but still, at some point, it will show up. He could be like Tom Brady and LeBron. At some point, it will show up. We saw Tom Brady that last year he played. Father Time
Yep,
showed up.
that's it.
You going off the ifs
Right.
though, bro?
I'm not going off the if. That's a fact.
That's
Father
a fact.
Time
He's
will show
You
up.
39 years
you
old.
That's
you
not an
you're
You
if.
you're
can't.
you're
That's a
you're
fact.
you're you're basing what you think. Well, and I am too because it's a prediction, whatever. But you're basically saying that in that fight, because you're picking you're no, you're saying it's a 50-50 because you believe that he may age that night. Is what you're saying.
I said it's 50-50 because it's the age. He could go in there and Father Time shows up. I
Yep.
pick Arthur to win
Okay,
until Father Time shows up.
But I don't, X. I think David Benavidez can beat him. But
regardless.
it's 50-50. I think he can beat him because of like I'm gonna piggyback off the homie Free. I think that David Benavidez is he's youth. He's young. You know what I mean? And a better BF, he gonna come in. That young boy gonna come in there comfortable at 75. He not gonna get tired. They gonna slug it out. You know what I mean? And I just think David Benavidez will get to him at the end. I think the better BF can actually beat him up too, but because it's 50-50. But I just give it like y'all got better BF winning that fight. I'm rolling with David.
No,
And my my
go ahead,
Mm-mm.
go ahead, go
my
ahead, go ahead.
my quick question is, Better Be has been dropped before, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
yeah.
that means he's hurtable. I ain't saying David Benavidez is the biggest puncher in the world, but if somebody like him that we know comes on strong in the back half of the fight, and when the fights we done seen Arthur Beterbiev in his fights, we haven't really seen him like have nobody press him an entire fight that's not gonna get tired and that's gonna get stronger.
And he's
Hey,
been
What
outboxed
about Anthony
multiple
Yard? What
times
about
too.
David
Yard?
Benavidez has been dropped too, so we'll see. I
Yeah,
mean, he ain't
Benavidez
been
yeah,
about
dropped
to
by
get
no
on that
he
Kansas
ain't, and
City.
he ain't been dropped by no better BF neither. So I mean, we'll see.
That's a
That's a
good
good
point.
point, X. That's a
That's a
good
good
point,
point.
X.
yeah. I mean, like I said, I got Arthur winning because Baturvalev is a power puncher. He's a power puncher. That man
Turbulence.
is. Hey, however you
That
want to
nigga
say his
funny.
name is how
Oh
you want to say
man,
his name.
this
But
is
Just
Free,
funny.
call
the way
just
you
call that
say
nigga.
it is
That
not
nigga put
the
an
way
L
you
Alter.
right
say it,
there.
Free is not even close though. You say Baturvalev. You listen to
Hey,
It's
X.
not
just call
even
that nigga
close.
Alter.
Yeah,
Just call
Arthur,
him
He's
Alter.
a
Arthur.
he's a power puncher, and he's gonna and David Benavidez get hit too much.
He gets hit too much, and that's like we say about Tank Davis. You don't want to get hit multiple times by a power puncher. David Benavidez cannot go in there and take multiple shots from Arthur. He
No,
cannot.
he can't. He
I
can't.
think Arthur has a better IQ than Dave Benavidez, and the IQ I think he don't get much credit for because he's very slow, lethargic. It's hard to really see a lot of the shit he's doing because look how he's just doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like as crazy as that may sound,
No.
it's you
That's
really got to
facts,
pay
baby.
attention.
Oh, that's facts.
We see how the nigga doing it. He just doing Terminator shit. Nigga just, I'm going to the break you. Oh, we
Yeah,
we see the
But
we
attitude
see
what he said though. He does
the
do some
you see what
subtle,
the hell he doing.
some
yeah.
subtle
He
stuff.
really on some Terminator shit. So he comes straight to you.
I
Like
think
what
I
you
think
call it?
Man,
Put
I
some
think
shit on
though
him.
I think though that fight don't go past 7 rounds. I think that's how bad of a whole David Benavidez be in that fight. That's just how I see it. I think that jump to 175, I think it's gonna be really really tough for Benavidez. I think he could be a champion there, but when it comes to fighting all the better beef, I just think that's a bad matchup for him. Bad.
what the hell is that?
I
He
dropped
cooking it.
something.
Somebody driving?
Yeah. But let me ask you guys this. This is this is the funny thing about it. So why is nobody talking about David Benavidez ducking Morrell? Why is that?
Oh my! How is
There
he?
you
Let
go
me
with
ask you
this.
this: how is he ducking him? Is the question. Let me
Yeah,
ask you that in return.
exactly. Facts. Let's
Huh?
get to that, please.
How is he ducking him?
Hold on. Say it again. I don't hear what you said. Say it one more
He
time.
said, "How was David Benavidez ducking Morrell?"
Oh, because you don't let a dude that good just be in your weight division. You don't go smash him. Come on, A1, stop. Stop it.
So, in that same breath, do you say Canelo is ducking David Benavidez?
I just said he was ducking David Benavidez.
So
This is
why isn't Canelo been called a duck for ducking Morrell too? If you're gonna say one a duck, then they all got to be a duck because all of them right there not willing to fight the best.
um you playing a crazy game. I can't play no crazy games, man. All I can tell you is this, man. Canelo, this is the first time in his career he's ever ducked somebody. That's okay. It happens, man. People do that. Marvin
That's
Hagler ducked.
crazy.
Marvin Hagler was ducked for a long time by Sugar Ray Leonard. No one ever talks about it. It took all the other fight. It took him till he was in his 30s to get that fight. But the thing is, man, Canelo, whether he fights them guys or not, truth be told, you don't see David Morrell beating no Canelo,
Hold up,
man.
hold up. BVO, this is where we had to disconnect that.
Go ahead.
So you saying he's ducking to fight David Benavidez because David Benavidez is in line to be his mandatory, and David Benavidez don't want that fight. They put the offer up there. David Benavidez doesn't want that fight.
Mm-hmm.
They also put an offer up for Canelo to fight Jamal Charlo. He never took it until now. He never took it. So he was ducking Jamal Charlo. Then he said he wanted to be 160 undisputed champion, and he had to fight Boo Boo to be the undisputed champion. And he said, "Nah, I'm gonna go to 68. I don't want to fight Boo Boo."
But you got to remember, what did Canelo say? He's a horrible fighter. He's horrible.
And
I
he
don't care if he's a
surrendered his
horrible
belt.
fighter. He's a horrible fighter, but you wanted to be undisputed. Why not go beat that horrible fighter? Are you scared that horrible fighter beat you?
Because you know what he might do? People forget Boo Boo pulled out the week of the fight versus Jamel Charlo. Canelo probably was worried that he would pull out the week of the fight.
Okay, then make Boo Boo look like a duck. Don't make yourself look like a duck. Make Boo Boo look like a duck.
Well, nobody ever called Boo Boo a duck when he ducked Jamel.
Yes, they did. What are you talking about? Yes, they
I never
did.
heard nobody ever talk about that with Boo
That
Boo. They
because you
never bring
wasn't
up him doing
listening.
that.
You
No, we
wasn't listening.
definitely said that. We definitely said
We
that.
went on Boo Boo about that. We was on Boo Boo hard
I
about that because a
definitely
lot of
did.
people thought that Boo Boo could have possibly won that fight.
And if you remember, that's when he was with Jay-Z them, and I still say he got bad advice from whoever was advising him to pull out the fight the way that he did. That was ridiculous, and I definitely went off on Boo Boo. I definitely went off on that Negro for doing that nonsense.
Multiple channels was going on Boo Boo when he pulled out of that fight. Multiple channels.
So was Canelo worried that he would pull out the same week of the fight? I remember he
No,
pulled
I
out.
Oh
know because I
man,
don't know
Hold on. Let
what
me say this
Canelo
real
was
quick.
believing.
Let me say this real quick. Remember he pulled out the fight with Billy Joe Saunders.
Listen, you cannot speculate what the next man is thinking because if you could, you would be a multi-millionaire. You cannot do that. So You can't say what Canelo was thinking because you are not Canelo.
But my thing, if I'm Canelo, we understand how the game is played, and so if you worried about that, then you send that man an offer. You make the fight, but you always do like any good fighter's gonna do. On their undercard, gonna be somebody in your weight class, and if he do pull out the fight, you still gonna have your fight, and that individual get elevated. That's how the game works.
I got a quick question for you, Thomas Hill. So, all this crazy stuff we've been seeing from Ryan, do you think he's unstable?
Hey, real quick before my brother talk, I just want to say, man, salute to my brother BVO for allowing me on. My brother D Free Prize. T Hill is in the building. You know it's always a good time. A1, my brother X is in the building. Y'all know I rock with all y'all, man. Much love and respect.
Respectfully.
What's going on?
Salute to the
Mr.
light skinned lover, my
Respectfully is
man Dub.
Mr. Respectfully is in the building. One thing I wanted to go back to before I answer that question was when we gauge strength and we gauge development in men, what is it usually associated with?
Consistency, right?
Age.
Yeah, testosterone levels.
Mm.
Testosterone levels. We just know that my man got tested and they found an inordinately naturally flowing levels of testosterone flowing through his body. That boy got more testosterone in his body than that young boy David Benavidez, and like what he said,
He
get
40.
hit a lot.
He 40.
He 40, and he get and Benavidez does get hit a lot, man. So if he's getting hit by Peterviev or Petervalev, my man ain't about to go night. But it is a good fight. I don't know if it's 50-50. I'd say more like 65-45. I mean,
Facts.
35.
But he
65,
already
35.
ducked him though, Tommy. That's the thing we
Facts.
missing. David already ducked
But but but
Paterbalez before.
but this is the thing. This is the other thing you got to understand. Even when and I know exactly when he lost the WBC belt, they gave the WBC offered him a chance to move to 75 to fight Beterbiev, I believe. So when you say ducking, I understand that. At the same time, we ain't seen that man fight at 75 yet. And I think that
That man,
him fighting at 75, I think that actually is going to help him the same way it do most fighters when you go up in weight. You're able to be a little more comfortable. He already got a crazy gas tank. I think his power is going to carry better. The man ain't no small 168 fighter. You know what I'm saying? What is he, 6'3"? You know what I'm saying? Long gone. I mean, so I think that this is a good move for him, especially with Canelo ducking the way that Canelo is. So,
no, I mean,
It's gonna be a
David
good fight.
Benavidez he never ducked Arthur. That fight was never offered to him.
it was
That
no.
fight,
When he lost the belt on the scales, I believe Arthur was the
Mauricio
WBC
Sulaiman.
champion.
he was
Mauricio
the
Suleiman
WBC
said,
champion at 175
but
though.
but Mauricio Suleiman said, since you lost the belt on the scales, if you want, you can move up to 75, and we'll give you the fight. But that's what we will mandate that fight.
Yeah,
Mauricio
that's what
Suleiman said that.
Mauricio Suleiman said that, but he wasn't fighting at 75. He was fighting
Oh
at
I,
my
66.
God, for you get what we
okay,
saying, man.
no. I understand what he's saying. You can't duck somebody who ain't in your weight class. So
Oh,
I
No,
understand
Freddie.
what he's saying.
he's not in his weight class. He wasn't like. I mean, if you ask Arthur, was that fight ever offered to you? Arthur going to tell you no. It was
Yeah.
not offered to him.
It never happened because he didn't move up to become the mandatory. So no, the fight was never
Right,
offered. That's a fact. That's a
right.
fact.
So you can't be a duck if the fight is not offered. You only a duck if the fight is offered and you said no. He wasn't at that weight class. That fight wasn't offered to him. Mauricio said, "We will make you the mandatory if you go up. If you go up, we will make
Yeah,
you the mandatory."
agree. I agree with that. I agree with that.
But you
That
know
being
what I gotta
That's
said,
a
say
good
to my
point. That's a
man
good
Josh
point. That's a
Sanders.
good point.
Let's not forget T.O. be the guy who ran from him the last fight. I mean, the
Here we
guy
go.
put on
How we
track
get to
shoes and ran
Theo? How
from him.
you ain't addressed what we just
Exactly,
said?
bro.
I'm
That's
going
what
off what my man Josh Sanders just said.
This man just changed. We just literally broke this point down, and he didn't even respond. He went to something way different. My bad. Bring yourself. My bad, BJ. You know how I
my man over there spinning the records like a DJ. But I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to saying that Bevo fight. If it's Bevo and Benavidez, I'd favor Benavidez in that fight. I think Benavidez will
I
be
agree.
overwhelmed.
Oh, I would agree too.
Yeah, I give David Benavidez more. He's more likely to be Bivol than he is Arthur. He's more likely to be Bivol.
I agree.
What's
But the
that
only
big
reason
Mexican dude that he beat already though? That Bill will beat. Was it
Zerto, he beat Zerto,
Zerto? Yeah. So I
but
mean, when I seen him
this
beat
the
Zerto, that
problem.
was impressive. That was
No,
impressive.
that was impressive, but this is the difference. Zerto, first off, Zerto, the man blow up way too big anyway. So the man come in the ring at 215. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. He too big for the damn weight. He shouldn't have been even trying to fight there, in my opinion. But the other thing is that Zerto is a very simple fighter. You know what I'm saying? Respectful. I like Zerto. I'm a fan of him. But at the same time, he's much more simple. Where David Benavidez has different nuance to his game. He is a come forward fighter. At the same time, he catches, he parries well. You know what I'm saying? He slight of foot, but at the same time, he does have relative defense. When I heard D Free say earlier, he get hit a lot. Yeah, he get hit, but at the same time, his defense isn't just pathetic. You know what I mean? I think he has very underrated defense. He can cut the ring off well. I don't see Bivol with a chance in that fight. Even though I think Bivol got great boxing skill. I watched Bivol fight this. Hold on, I watched this man fight. I don't even know who the dude was. Respectfully to him, he a UK fighter, black dude. You know what I'm saying? And
Anthony Yard.
Oh, you talking about? No, you talking
hell
about?
no.
You saying Mabila?
No, not him. That's what I'm saying. It was on the day of reckoning. It was somebody we ain't never seen before.
You talking about that joint? Oh, yeah, that dude.
Yeah, it was a dude we'd never seen before, and so and that dude was able to make it through. If you don't hurt David Benavidez, he's gonna overwhelm you, and I think Bivol get overwhelmed in that fight. And so, but against Beterbiev, I think it's a little different because Beterbiev he has the ability to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, I think when Benavidez move up, his power is gonna translate, or it's gonna be even better at 75 than it is at 40. I mean, at 68 right now. So I think it's a lot of things to consider. I think that's a 50-50 fight, man. I'm going 50-50 on it.
Hey, did y'all see David Benavidez working out? I mean, he's doing something that Ryan Garcia was not doing. That man is practicing the shoulder roll. They teaching that man how to do the shoulder roll. Ryan wasn't never David Benavidez. His trainer is teaching him how to do the shoulder roll.
Yeah, because he ain't got very good lateral movement. That would probably be a great move for him to learn that shoulder roll. If he can master it, he does catch and shoot very well. He has fast hands. He might be able to make that work for him. Going back to Ryan Garcia, because I believe that's what.
Don't do it. Go ahead. My bad to you.
I think that Ryan Garcia right now is playing the media, and he's trying to just draw attention to his name and ultimately to the fight so they can sell it because they're trying to make sure that each one of them build as pay-per-view stars or somebody that you should be able to pay your money to go see. I don't think he's not showing up in that ring, but if he does show up in that ring, then I mean, I don't think there's going to be much like forgiveness for him in that regard, man. So he got to make sure that this is just an act, just to draw attention to the fight. Because if so, then he's definitely a duck, and then that'd be like the second time he's ducked Devin himself.
No, it'd be more than that. He ended up Devin at least. It'll be the third time. Anyways, this is the thing though. Ain't no when you say he's playing for the media, right? I understand selling the fight.
I know you understand playing for the media because Bill and Deb been doing it for the longest.
They do it all the time. Hey, I admit it. Y'all know I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, they play to the media all the damn time. That's it.
That's why.
Hey, but no. What I'm saying with Ryan is I don't know if I can call this playing to the media. When you come out talking about mental health, alcohol issue, drug issue, you got your wife online coming out talking about he ain't in a good space. Y'all pray for him, or your ex-wife, excuse me. I mean, all of these things combined, and then him getting up there talking about, yeah, he be drinking and smoking on camera doing it. This ain't something that you look for from a boxer. You know what I'm saying? And so playing to the media to some degree, but in this situation, I just think the man, he came into too much money too fast, and he just been living as fast as he want to. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
tell
And
me, what's
now
that dude? Hey, what's that dude's name? Used to come to the ring smoking. The Mexican dude. Yup.
Mayorga.
Mayorga,
Yeah,
Mayorga,
Mayorga.
That nigga was
yeah.
crazy. Yeah, he was crazy.
But there's a difference with Mayorga. Mayorga, and I give you credit. Mayorga, he'll smoke cigarettes, get drunk the night before. But the thing is either he was gonna knock your ass out or he was gonna get fucked up in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a fact. And the thing was he's a good fighter at the same time because he ain't dedicate himself. We done seen him get beat up so many times in the damn ring, stumbling around and shit. Man, look what Shane Mosley did to. I'm just saying. So
Nah,
you
I could
you
kind of
can't
agree
live
with
your
that
life like
statement
that.
Well, they
because
did
he
say
almost
Shane
was.
Mosley was juicing back then, so I don't know. They did
Yeah,
say.
That's a fact. Hey, everybody was juicing what it sounded like back then. Respectfully,
I
Floyd
think he
wasn't
was.
juicing.
I think he was part of that Balco program back then.
you
That
said Floyd
introduction.
Wayne,
I think Shane. I think he had some connections to what's his name for Balco.
or Victor
Conte.
Conte.
Yeah, I
Conte.
think he had some kind of connection with him. But yeah, I think what you said was spot on with Mayorga. Mayorga really didn't put his body through the training that it necessarily needs to be to stay at the level of competition that he had to face as a champion. And he's like James Toney in that regard. He just don't have the skill set that James Toney had. James Toney never really
Fact.
trained. All he did was spar, and then he fought. And
But
then
that's what
you got to be good. Go
all
ahead.
that damn sparring take a beating on your damn ass when you sparring that much.
Never
Respectfully
fuck.
to him.
You ain't
Well,
never
I
fuck.
ask you guys this though. So, did y'all see this message? Hey, now my man Athletic Mind know about the internet. Is it true that he can get his account hacked like that,
Who?
or Ryan Garcia, or was that just something he was saying?
I
Oh, he
have
was.
no clue.
Wait,
I don't know
that
nothing about
was
that.
all the stuff that we been seeing.
Yeah, they said his account was hacked. Is that possible?
Yeah, that's
Hey,
possible. But
hold on. They hack his wife account too?
I don't know, man. I ain't talking about the man's wife.
Honestly,
I'm just asking.
I think the
I
wife,
don't know. I'm just asking what you know.
the wife could be a suspect in all this, man. She got done dirty. She could be on the warpath.
nah, I don't know the whole context of the situation with him and his wife, but I know I wouldn't do that for no reason, bro.
What I'm
That's a
saying, Athletic
fact.
Mind, is can you steal somebody's like social media and do that stuff?
Oh yeah. That happens on Instagram, Facebook. Yeah. That's easily cap because what happens is they'll how can I say it? Like somebody will send you a message and then it'll be a link. All you do is click on that link and you cook. Yep. They
That's a
got
fact. That's what happened to me. Well, I don't know what link I clicked, but that's why I was off of my account for a long time because that bad boy got hacked and my phone got cracked. I couldn't verify the new change of it, so I had to roll without it.
you. Yeah, somebody been trying to hack my account, but I think Facebook and Instagram, it send me a notification, let me know that what they do is they send you a code or something to your phone. And I guess it didn't work out for them because I got notified and I shut that shit down.
That's why I don't deal in social media right there. Hey, I got an Instagram account. Hell, I don't even get on there. So yeah, I don't even deal in social media. You could even if you want to hack me, that you wouldn't get shit from me.
Well, I ask you guys this. So, that being said, are you guys looking forward to the Devin Haney Ryan Garcia fight anymore, or
Nope,
has it lost its luster?
nope. I know I'm not. Even when it was first announced before the BS Ryan, I wasn't enthused by it. I really didn't care to see it because I know who gonna win, bro. I don't want to say I know to sound like I know it all, but bro, I mean, if we looking at what these two bring to the table in the ring, bro, we know who's gonna win, bro. I mean, it's not gonna be a competitive fight in my opinion.
Hey X, I bet the stoppage, X. I bet the stoppage.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen, but I think he's gonna beat the sleeves off this man. I don't know.
You bet the stoppage. You better just put the bet on the stoppage.
Nah, I
If
bet
anybody
BVO.
get the
I bet
stop, it ain't
BVO.
gonna be
He bet
Ryan
it would
unless
be
he
by
quit.
stoppage. He better stop it. So,
I bet Devin by stoppage against Ryan. I'm on
Yeah,
uh,
record.
you know that ain't happening.
man. Devin
Hey,
be on
hey,
some good stuff now, huh? Cause he ain't stopped nobody in a long time. He must be finally coming into his man strength, right?
Well, no, what happened is that the man was draining himself so long. He
Just
would
like you
hit
said,
the
that's
the same shots he was hitting folks with at 35. He expected them to be hurt by. They
I know
wasn't
he
hurting
could
him.
have got the stoppage
But
last fight for sure. He could have
but but
definitely got it.
that's what I'm saying. I think Regis got a pretty decent chin, and for Devin to get up there, I still say I don't think Devin understood that Regis was hurt as much as we thought he was hurt. You know what I'm
No, it's
saying?
just not in
Any
his
of those
nature,
times.
bro. It's just not in
No,
his nature. He could have
it
got
ain't.
him out of there.
No, see, and this the thing. If you go back and look at Devin fights previously, he would go try to get dudes out of there. When he started draining himself and his power stopped, and he was killing himself to make weight, his power wasn't carrying like that. That's what happened. Think about it. That man had the knockout of the year against what was the brother name? Moran, I believe. And so all I'm saying is with him moving to 40, I think he'll look better at 47. I think his power gonna carry better, and I think now he's gonna be that much more focused in the gym. And I'm calling the stoppage. Ryan ain't got no great gym. Luke Campbell put him on the canvas. Who the hell is Luke Campbell?
I think he actually
Although
does.
Luke Campbell
I
can
think
box. Luke Campbell
I
can box.
I whoa, that's not what I'm saying. Hold on, bro. Hold up.
Okay.
I think Ryan does have a pretty good chin. You take a shot like that from Tank Davis on the chin and bounce right back up. You gotta have some type of chin, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. In the what was that, the third round? If it happened
Second.
in the third round, you still you good. This is the problem is that, like I said, I think it's a late stoppage. But Devin done been through them championship rounds. Ryan they never went through nothing like that, and so Ryan he not gonna be in the same shape. And when Devin power carrying late, yeah, it's he gonna stop him late. I'm saying somewhere between 9 to 12.
9 and 12, so a late stoppage.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, we
You
gonna see.
you tell me what fights you see Devin Gas in.
The gas, I'm not sure of, but he didn't finish that Lomas fight strong, bro. He
Yeah,
finished
yeah.
the 12th
He
round.
won the 12th round.
He finished it all right because Loma didn't do anything, but he didn't finish that fight. If you gauge through the later rounds, he didn't go through that fight strong.
Hey, I
Now
called
that
the
was
fight
at
Loma got.
135. No, that was at 35. So it could have had a lot to do with the fact that he was draining himself to get to that fight.
They brought the man in. This was the most incognito way we've ever seen. Multiple Devin
I agree
his
with you,
last
man.
fight have been
That
incognito way. You be like, yeah, they in Vegas in the summer, and then he got a sweatshirt on and sweat. I'm like,
well,
brother,
I would never
how
question
bad is it?
Devin's
How
endurance
bad is
because
it?
I know how the man train and I know he's disciplined. So I don't think that gas will be an issue for him.
But when
I
he's
just
training,
don't.
you got to remember he training at 60, 65. That's the weight that he walks around at. That's what he training at. So then when he start to cut that weight, your stamina goes with your stamina and your power goes with that weight cut. You know what I'm saying? And that then a big dude, like bro, this nigga ain't no just nigga can go play cornerback in the NFL if he really just got in the weight room and lift for muscle. You know what I'm saying? So a cornerback gonna walk around at 175 on the small side.
I hear what you're saying. I'm just saying that, I agree with what you say. The weight will be a major advantage for him. I just want to see the fight because I like to see Devin get a stoppage. Honestly, I would, man. I thought he could have got it against Regis. I honestly thought he could have got it because I think he beat the fight out of that nigga. He didn't want to throw punches no more. But for some odd reason, when he had him stumbled that last time, he didn't close in. And I think he should have closed in because he would have got the stoppage. Even if it wouldn't have been a knockdown, that ref would have stopped it.
Man, Devin don't want to get clipped, man. That's all it
But
was.
And I think it's a more propensity for him to get clipped against Ryan than it is for him to get clipped against Regis because Regis don't got long arms or quick hands. Whereas,
He don't got fast hands. He don't got fast feet. He don't got much.
facts.
Man, he cooked, boy. Ooh,
but the difference is he trained way harder than Ryan do, and so I agree with
Who,
everything
Regis?
y'all saying.
Regis?
Yeah,
I don't know
Regis
that. How we know that?
Regis is bro. Listen to people. Regis in the gym now. He in the
But
gym.
how do we know? How do we know that he trains more than Ryan? Just based on what they showing us on the internet.
No, based off of what The man ain't out here. Well, never mind. I ain't even gonna say that. I ain't gonna put them words on Regis. But you could be right. Matter of fact, you could absolutely be right about it. All I'm saying is that at the end of the right now, if Regis and Ryan fight, I'm picking Regis to win the fight. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh hell no.
okay, I ain't got no problem with you saying that. But
He gonna get his ass whipped, boy.
we
Ooh
only
wee.
seen we seen Regis look bad in the Zerillo performance, and then against Devin. Who else?
Josh Taylor.
He he arguably won that fight. I scored it for Josh Taylor, but he arguably won the fight against Josh Taylor. I know many people who are gonna tell me that he won that
And
fight.
they a fucking lie.
I,
Who finished up the
I
championship
told you how I
round?
You
scored
didn't
it.
think
I
he
told you
beat
how I
Taylor?
scored it. Say it again.
I was asking X. He didn't think he beat Taylor.
Oh no, definitely not. I thought Regis did really well in the first half, but he let his foot well off the gas in the second half. He started getting
And,
beat on, bro.
and that went my original just watching it the day of. I scored it for Regis by 1 round. You know what I'm saying? 7-5. Then when I went back and watched it, I scored it for Josh Taylor. I was like, bruh, Regis, what he was doing early in the fight, he just it seemed like you said, he let off the gas. I don't know if he thought he had the fight won. And I done heard interviews where he talked about all type of other stuff, but I thought that all he had to do was keep doing what he was doing early in the fight. Of course, Josh Taylor gonna make adjustments, but Josh Taylor adjustments weren't that great. And so I don't know. I agree. I agree with X.
You know
I
what?
thought
I'll say this because he admitted that he lost that fight. I think that's probably the reason why he figured that because he didn't put the same amount of energy and effort he did in the second half as he did in the first half. So, like for that same reason, a lot of people give Devin more credit than in the second half than Loma got because that 12th round where he was coasting.
I gave I once again scored the fight over here. The first time I watched it, I scored it 8-4 Devin. I went back and watched it. I scored it 7-5 Devin. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, I thought Devin won the fight, but if he wouldn't have won that 12th round, in my second scoring, I would have had it a draw.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the side with you because I was rooting for Loma because I just ain't like how Devin was like. I ain't like how that nigga was behaving, bro. I think I kind of get it. I just didn't like it, but I root for Loma to win. But I watching the fight, man. I'm like, damn, Loma really surprised me how well he performed because I'm thinking Loma, this Loma is like he not his best stuff, but he's still really good. So, but I was going with Devin. I said Devin was gonna watch him, and then when I was looking at that fight, I was like, oh. Then at the end of it, I had rewatched it. I scored it. I had 8-4 too. But then I rewatched it again and I had 7-5. I had 7-5 because like I had to really pay attention closely because a lot of those rounds were close, man. You
And,
really gotta pay attention closely, right?
and that was the thing. Those rounds were so close. And I think a lot of times when you're initially watching the fight, you miss body shots. That's one of the things you miss because it's not as exciting, right? And so then I go back and I'm kind of looking for that. But then I see Lomachenko, he's still getting off. He getting off with some shots as well. You know what I'm saying? That I didn't really see from the beginning. And so I don't know. Overall, man, I just think Devin won the fight. At the same time, it was a close fight. It could have went either way. You know what I'm saying? My thing is though, he done been in them deep waters with a great. I think everybody on here would say that Lomachenko is possibly a future. I wouldn't even say possibly. He's a future Hall of Famer. And so now you done went into those deep waters as a young champion, and now came out, and then you see what you seen with Regis. I think it didn't do. It built this confidence. Man, that fight did a lot for Devin. It did a lot for him. You know what I'm saying? And it was a skilled southpaw. You kind of get an understanding of how to work with him a little more. Yeah, I like all of that. I like all of that. And you get out with a victory. Yeah, that's how you do it as a champion.
Yeah, but the robbery talk, I thought it was BS after the fight. I still think it's BS. That's how is a close fight a robbery? It's people in the same breath saying, "Oh, it's a close fight. It could have went either way." But I feel Lomachenko won. Nah, they robbed Lomachenko. How you gonna say both? It can't be both. It was a close fight. It could go either way. How's it a robbery? How?
No, it
That's
wasn't a robbery.
that's my disconnect with it. You know,
Well, Robert,
I
that
think he could have.
Cambosis Hughes fight was a robbery.
That's a robbery.
That was highway robbery.
Hey, what y'all think with Raymond Ford? Did y'all see the scorecards for Raymond Ford this weekend?
Oh no, I didn't see it.
I didn't see it,
So
but
the
I thought
judge,
he was
if without the knockout, Raymond Ford he probably would have lost that fight.
Yeah,
What y'all think?
Yeah,
How,
I saw the scorecards. I think they scored it right. I think they scored it right. I think Raymond Ford needed a knockout to win that fight.
I agree.
you how many rounds? Just I know you probably you were just watching the fight like me, but if you did, how'd you have it scored? I thought
I had it 8-4 going into that last round. Well, I had it 7-4 going into that last round. I had it 7-4 going into that last round.
7-4 for old buddy.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Damn, I didn't see it that wide. I thought it was a close fight. I thought it was a close fight. You know what I'm saying? I had it 6-5. I thought Raymond Ford. I really thought that if at worst it would have been a draw, but I thought Raymond Ford he was putting some nice work in there. But the
He was.
problem is, I will say that man defense. I don't know what the hell be going on with that brother defense, bro. Like it's there sometimes, and then sometimes it's not, and it's like, bro, what are you doing?
Hey,
So
for some fighters, like they defense really good when they got a full tank of gas. When they get later in that fight, that defense start dissipating. That happens for some fighters. And other fighters, they defense great throughout the entire fight. That happens like that sometimes.
now I understand that. I just he didn't seem like he was that tired. I didn't think I didn't think fatigue was the problem in the fight. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you. I think he be going through. He had little mental lapses. He started focusing on a certain thing. If you notice, he wanted to be aggressive at one point in the fight, and it's like, hold on, you got man. We know you to be a back-footed fighter, anyways, and so I don't know, man. It seemed like he kind of got out of his element and was kind of in his own head, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So I thought he could have been if he would have focused more on defense, he would have won rounds easier, and he still could have got the knockout. He was getting beat up at points in that fight, bro. And I'm not gonna say, oh, buddy, that man can fight. He can fight, and ain't taking it away from him. But you gotta have. I think he lacked a little respect for his opponent until that respect gained. And when the respect was gained, that shit changed the fight to some degree.
Hey, hold on, Dub. I say this. I think if you listen to his corner, because I actually when they went to the corners, I would turn on the sound because I was watching it without the sound on it. His corner was giving him the instructions on when the first few rounds or whatever they wanted to kind of box, fill him out, see what he had, see what was working, and their game plan was literally to after that high guard walk him down because that dude ain't never been walked down like that before. Like I went back and tried to look up some of his fights, so that's what that's what they strategically wanted to do was start walking him down and pressing him and forcing that dude to fight off the back foot. The thing that they didn't expect is that old boy could actually fight off the back foot, kind of decent or not as bad as they thought, but at the same time, he didn't look completely comfortable when Raymond Ford started like when he started walking him down like high guard, picking him apart. He didn't look comfortable. He didn't look confident. Then he just started breaking him down. That's what their game plan was. Like I was saying, I wanted him to press the gas the whole time because I could see when he pressed forward the one time, he was just picking him apart, and I'm like, oh, okay, we got this. And I said it on a different show. I don't know if D3 was there or not. I think that's the first fight for me that I done ever jumped off the couch for, bro. Like I was so happy for him, and I didn't even have a dog in the race for it like that. But like when he got that stop, I literally jumped off the couch, bro. I ain't gonna even lie to you, like. And obviously I'm rocking out my people, so I wanted him to win more than anything, because he one of us. But at the same time, like I was just like that's the type of fight for me. That's a championship fight, and he wanted that. He went out there and took it. He went out there and he
But
dug deep and then showed that dog and went out there and got it.
A1 now, let me ask, and I ain't disagreeing. That's a
Yep.
hey the way he finished that fight, nothing but kudos to him. Nothing but kudos. At the same time, it was a horrible game plan. It was a horrible game plan for him.
Which part?
Listen, when you had the advantage, when your advantage against a fighter like this man was You box his ass off the back foot, and you know what I'm saying, you run him into something. When he started pressing, he was getting beat up pressing. He was getting beat up.
Nah, I disagree. Because my thing was when Ford was fighting off the back foot, old boy was getting to Ford more than what he was. When Ford started coming forward, no pun intended, when he started pressing and doing that, he was. If you go, God, I was gonna say go back and rewatch it. Right when Ford started pressing forward, bro, he was picking dude apart. Like he maybe get a jab here and there. But he was slipping a lot of those shots and parrying a lot of them shots. When Ford was on his back foot, that's when dude was getting in with, you know what I'm saying, he was digging into him because that's his comfort zone. Telling you, bro, like I would say go back and watch it, Dub. I maybe or I can say this, maybe I watched it from a different standpoint of it.
How'd
And
you
maybe I
score
need
it?
to go back and watch it. But
How'd
man,
you
I
score it?
was
How'd you score it?
I had it if I was to score
Before,
it on mine, bro, at the
well,
time I probably had it like
so you don't got to pick the numbers. Did you think that Ford needed to knock out the win at that time?
I think he needed a knockdown to win. Like I felt like it could go either way, but for like just looking at the fight, if I didn't understand boxing the way I do, or I wasn't watching wholeheartedly, I would have thought that the other dude was slightly edging it out and winning. Personally, like that's what I was thinking, and I think if he wouldn't have got that knockdown roll, like it could have been a controversial draw, but the other dude might have edged it out, might have edged it out. And the card said the same thing, saying that what's his name, you know what I'm saying? The cards had Ford losing.
Yeah, that what I'm saying. It was. I don't know. I don't know. I think they could have had a better game plan than putting that high guard up, just coming forward like he wanted to do. So I don't think that was the best look.
They
But
made
at the
an
same
adjustment,
time,
bro.
but at the same time, for him to do that and then to be able to get the stoppage, I could be completely wrong about it because I always criticize Raymond Ford about his power, and so I could be completely wrong. I ain't got no. I just gotta continue to watch and see more from him. That's it.
Yeah, I thought it was man. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, Dub. I ain't never jumped off the couch, bro. I jumped off the couch. My Five on them was here, was like, because he was watching the fight with me. Like they just randomly popped up because they wanted to see the kids, and so he was watching the fight with me. And like, he was watching it. He's like, God damn, man, these guys fighting. And so he was like, yeah, I'm watching it and stuff. And then when they was just going back and forth, bro. Like, I was like, damn, this is a hell of a fight, bro. Both of these young men is digging deep and getting after it. And I'm like, it's gonna come down to hard. But I was like, Raymond Ford looked more fresh. Like towards the end, I'm like, he looked more fresh, bro. But I still didn't get to see the shot that hurt dude, and initially that started everything going downhill for him. I didn't get to see the shot that made it happen. Like I missed it, bro. I'm like, damn, what the hell? Like, I'm still right now trying to look back and figure out what
It
shot
might have
was
been
it
the
that
hook.
hurt him. What
It
happened?
might have been. It might have been the hook, mate. I think. Yeah, it might have been the hook.
The hook. I didn't see it, bro. Like I was like, damn. I was like, what the hell?
I believe Top Rank. They ain't work. I don't think they strike you if you pull a video up from them. Can you pull that up from them? I don't know if you can or not. I'm
No,
asking.
no, they do strike you. I got a warning one time using the top rank video.
No, Top Rank. They put something out saying that this usage is free for everybody or something. I think that was Top. I
Oh,
could
really?
maybe it went Top Rank.
You
I
might
believe
be
it was
thinking of
though.
like everybody but top rank, and I don't
Hold on. Top Rank in the PVC. That don't leave too many options.
Hey, we had some brothers going in on the PBC earlier. My
I
man told
thought
me,
I thought that that body shot prior before the slippage was the thing that really started taking his wind from him, and then I think there was a hook like X said that really got him shook a little bit, and then he got hit with another shot that threw him into the corner of the ring, and I think at that point he turned. He didn't want no more at that point in time. I mean, he was still woozy. And truth be told, the slip should have been a knockdown because it was a punch that landed in the process.
Yeah, he was broken down all the way.
But I agree with what A1 was saying, man. I think that my man definitely had to fight the fight he wanted to get the win because the guy was comfortable while he was going on his back foot more so than when he had the pressure. The pressure made him, forced him to fight, forced him to exchange. And I think another thing was that he learned from that situation and that incident with Shakur in his fight, his last fight. And he didn't want anything like that to be attributed to him. So he started going out and pressing the issue. And he just was hoping that, in the end, he would be able to break him down. And it just so happened that it worked that way for him.
He picked the right time. Then he picked the right time, but I, that high and I ain't got no problem with you coming forward in the fight. Matter of fact, a lot of times, like y'all said earlier, you got to come forward in a fight to beat certain fighters because they're not going to be used to fighting off that back foot. Um, I don't know, man. Just watching the fight, I felt like he got beat up. So I didn't think that he should have got beat up nearly as bad in that fight as he did, in my opinion. That's all I'm saying. And
I hear
so
what you say. I hear
Hey,
what you say.
but sometimes the expectation when you get in there versus what you think gonna happen, and what you're
it's totally
assuming what he
different.
should have did is it's a different look.
It's totally
And that's
different.
what he said too. He was like, "Man, we wanted to do this, but he was sharper than we thought, and you know what I'm saying. So we made the adjustment in the fight, and and making that adjustment, they found something. So when they found it, old boy couldn't make an adjustment to their adjustment. So we saw what the outcome was, and I was like I said, bro, I was still hella impressed by it. But then it made sense because if you look at it, right, like back when what's my man Floyd was fighting when he fought, what was it, Zab Judah, I believe, where he went to a high guard on him and started just walking him down. And it was something that they even Judah, like Zab Judah said, he didn't expect it. He didn't expect Floyd to just start coming forward like that. And it's a lot of those people when they start doing it, you're fighting against somebody that's not only defensively responsible, but also has a quick twitch, understand punch placement, knowing where to throw the punches and things of that nature. So it's like it make them nervous if they already doing something they uncomfortable doing, which is fighting off the back foot. But secondly, you dealing with somebody that got the skill set to be able to capitalize off of your uncomfortability.
And you know what's so funny? You say it. I'm sitting here thinking, and I agree 100% with everything you just said. 100%. And the reason being is because we've seen it before. We understand Teofimo Lopez, right? If you
Hmm.
make him come forward, he can fight going backwards all day and then some. He can do that. But if you make him come forward, if you force him to be first, if you can utilize a jab against him, he gonna struggle because that's his style. Same thing that you speaking on here is certain fighters that you gotta push them back because if you don't push them back and you allow them to come forward and be in their comfort zone, then it's gonna be hard to outbox them. People say that Devin fought the wrong fight against Lomachenko. No, you got to push Lomachenko back to have success against him. You know what I'm saying? If you don't push him back and you allow him to be first and to move his feet and change angles like he do, throw them 1, 2, 3s real quick on your ass. You know what I'm saying? He gonna beat you up. We done
Yeah,
seen it
he gonna
happen.
get
We done
he might
seen it
get
happen.
their ass up out of there.
Right, because look, Richard Comey is a known come forward fighter. He had to go backwards against Lomachenko, and what happened? Lomachenko asking the ref to stop the damn fight. It's so damn bad. I'm like, so so you understand there's certain fighters that really can only fight a certain style, and that's why I always say you got to be able to do it all. You got to be able to come forward. Tank Davis is a prime impression. Excuse me, Abdul Wahid. A pro, we done seen this man. He done came for. He gonna take your licks now. He gonna take a couple, but he doing it because he know. But we against Rolly Romero, we seen that man on the back foot shuffling back. Ryan Garcia on the back foot. The man can do it all. He got that versatility. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you got to have. You can't fight one way. And hey, that's always going to be the key to victory. I started talking for. Yeah, all right. I'm passing the mic.
Every cut, look, he interrupted himself, cut himself off, and timed himself out. God damn.
All at the same. A1 is. Hey, shout out to my brother A1. He known for always telling me you can't talk for 2 minutes without cutting yourself off. I literally cut myself off, timed myself out, and said, "Let me pass that in the mic."
Man, but nah, bro. Like I would say, I know Oshaki got on his helmet saying, "Hey, you call my name, let's get it." I would be very curious to see how he would choose to fight Oshaki because Oshaki then did the exact same thing, bro. Where he started pressing forward and he got to like both of them got dog in them. So we're gonna have to figure out which one is sharper, which one is stronger. Because
Bro,
I think that's what it's gonna boil down
Yeah.
to, man.
Oshaki
Shot.
too big, bro. He too big.
That's the
Okay,
next weight class up
well,
though.
let X go.
Go ahead.
My bad. My bad. Go ahead, X.
Yeah. Oshaki. When I seen him, he was fighting Ray Vargas. I didn't know much about Oshaki Foster, so I picked Vargas, and I was surprised how he beat him like that. And since then, that man been showing out, bro. He could really fight, man. He could really fight, bro. He got IQ too, so that's gonna be tough for Raymond Ford, but that's a bigger step up than the last dude he just fought, cause dude real smart.
And that's the thing. When you look at Oshaki, bro, he got a great ring IQ. The man got some of the best. He a dog in the ring. Regardless, he a dog in the ring. You know what I'm saying? And I think because he got those two early losses in his career, after going through what he went through, I don't know if y'all know his story, but hey, he got a great story. If y'all ever get a chance to check it out, a great story. You know what I'm saying? Prison, all that kind of stuff. So to be what he is at this current moment in time, and with him and Raymond Ford, I think he wins the mental. I think he has the mental edge there. I think Raymond Ford is just as talented. You know what I'm saying? But Oshaki Foster, he's gonna be the bigger fighter, and because he's the bigger fighter, I think he can fight going forward and backwards. Same way Raymond Ford just showed he can fight going forward and backwards. Hey, 9 times out of 10, when you have those type of matchups, what you do? You give them to the bigger man.
I
And
I, I think Raymond Ford more talented. I just think that Oshaki, while he is talented, he got better IQ and he bigger, like you said. So I'm pitch him in the fight.
you think Raymond Ford more talented? Break it
Yeah, I
down.
do.
I
Like
think his
fit
footwork. I think his footwork is better.
from a
Oh,
from
go
an
ahead.
athleticism standpoint, I'll say that. From an athleticism standpoint, I think he got faster hands. I think he got better what is it, reflexes. But I just feel like Oshaki, what he have the edge on him is IQ and the fact that he bigger.
And I agree. I agree with you. I can see exactly what you're saying. I can see that. Faster hands, better footwork as well. I think, but at the same time, because I think Oshaki, I think his speed is underrated. I think a lot of his game is underrated. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he just got great power like that, but that man can box. He can fight if he need to, and he don't mind fighting. You know what I'm saying? And I think against somebody like uh, um Raymond Ford, shit, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go brawl with your motherfucking ass. You gonna have to hurt me in that fight. And matter of fact, uh, all that countering shit, yeah, okay, I understand that's coming. So, while you countering, I'm swinging too. So, you hit me, I hit you. That's the fight I'm trying to make it. If I'm Oshaki against Raymond Ford, what you think?
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. I think that'll just be a real good fight. I heard he not gonna Raymond Ford not gonna stay at 126 too long because he had trouble making weight there. So move up to 130, that's a big step, man. But that Oshaki fight, that's a dangerous fight for him, man. It's a dangerous fight. Dangerous fight.
If it was Raymond Ford, Raymond Ford, and not, even though we know Navarrete moving up to 35, if Raymond Ford moved up to 30 and Navarrete was still there, who would you pick in that fight?
Navarrete would beat the hell out that man, bro.
He'll beat the shit out. He'll beat the shit out of Raymond Ford.
Yeah,
He too
Y'all
long.
think so?
yeah, I think
He,
so.
he too big and long, bro.
I think Raymond Ford would pick his ass apart.
Oh God,
No,
that's
notice
that.
my choice. Notice my choice of words. Pick apart, because he can show he know how to box when he want to box, but he also just showed us he'll bang it out if he got to bang it out.
He
And
ain't gonna have no
Navarrete,
chance to
like,
bang it out with
I've
Navarrete. He ain't gonna have no chance to bang it
I've
out.
I've seen Raymond Ford have issues with a slugger before. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Did he get the decision against that dude? And it was. I think he got the decision against that dude, and it wasn't supposed to really go that way if you watch the fight. So against a guy Navarrete who was not a aesthetically pleasing guy to look at, because a lot of things he do is awkward and all, but it's, it's
I like the way he
hold on,
fight. I
hold on,
like
hold
his
on.
style.
But I've as I seen him the first time, I said that's some bullshit. He gonna get knocked the hell out. But I started watching him over and over and over again. I'm like, oh, okay, this is how he fight. This is why it's working for him. It's a lot of things that he do that is really effective for him. And it's hard to time. You gotta be I don't even want to say you gotta be Shakur Stevens, because I think Shakur Stevens is a guy who would beat him relatively comfortably. You know what I'm saying? But on a guy of the level of Raymond Ford, he's gonna have a bad night with Navarrete, a real bad night.
Not a good fight. It's
Yeah,
styles make fights, and like he said, that awkward shit, it fuck your timing up. And then he throwing punches that he shouldn't be throwing for some, but
and he could
because
punch.
but yeah, and that's the thing, because he's so long, you know what I'm saying? Like he got long arms, but like a short, I don't know. Anyway, but
I
it
think
allowed him to do that awkward shit. You know what I'm saying? Not a great jab, but the jab is the last thing you should be worried about. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be throwing uppercuts from across the ring on your ass in
that
some type of way it land. And you be like,
that's why I
that
believe
point,
they once said he'll pick him apart because he does throw punches from way below like the wheelhouse. He lunges, he does things. So if he can gain his time and if he can continue to gauge, his cues and his tip offs, he might be able to pick him off. I don't think.
you don't
Now
have
it's
the
going to
power.
Mike. Now it's going to Mike. You say he's gonna pick him apart. It's going to Mike now.
I said that's why.
no,
A one said
yeah, that's why I said I still ain't changing. I still think that he would pick him apart, bro.
That was time. Oh, my bad. I got y'all mixed up. That sounded like a little bit. My bad.
yeah.
I could be dead wrong, but like my gut tell me that they corner could put together a game plan, and I think that he'll go in there and stick to the game plan, and he would pick his ass apart. I just have a feeling like now again, like I said, I could be dead wrong because obviously they ain't fighting or they haven't fought. I could be dead wrong, but just something tells me different. I would
So
love to
so
see it though, just to see.
Navarrete, man. Whew, that's like that. I
That
like
how
I like
motherfucking
tall is
I
fight.
like people.
how tall is Navarrete?
He 5'7".
You he
Is
five
he?
seven.
Yeah, he's
I
five
don't know if
seven.
he 5'7",
He
bro.
no, he is 5'7". He looked taller, but he's 5'7".
That nigga look much
Well,
taller than 5'7".
It's because his
it's the,
arms long, bro. I'm telling you, he's
I was gonna
5'7".
say it's the reach. It's the reach that really
Yeah,
gets
it's
you
the
though.
reach.
It's the
Yeah,
reach. But my
So
thing is when we look at any other fighter, right? When we just heard Floyd say Bud need if he want to fight Canelo and David Benavidez they need to fight each other. Bud and David Benavidez, it's it's a it's a mismatch. It's a mismatch.
you said who?
who and
You
David
don't think,
Benavidez?
oh, here we go. You don't think you don't think Floyd, Bud and
Look,
David
let me
Benavidez,
say this. Let me say this, dog. People, look. I know what Ali Floyd trying to go down, and as much as I don't like Floyd, and I see what he's trying to do there, I'm not even mad they said that. Why? Because hey, people seem to think Terrence Crawford gonna beat Canelo, so why not put him in there with
hold on,
Benavidez? Why not set the threat?
and this is the point I was trying to make. This is why I said David Benavidez is a mismatch. I think David Benavidez beat Canelo. So David Benavidez is a mismatch for Crawford because of what Crawford's strengths are. Against Canelo Alvarez, Crawford gonna have the longer arms. He don't have the same strength. Well, we really got to see what he looked like at 68. But he gonna have the longer arms, the bigger body frame against
But look,
Canelo because hold on, just hear me out. And because he's taller. And so all I'm saying when we talk David Benavidez bigger than both of these dudes and has the advantage on both of them. That's why I'm saying I don't think I think Bud and Canelo is an interesting fight but I don't think that Bud and Benavidez is an interesting fight. Go ahead. I
It
apologize.
it makes sense the Canelo and Crawford fight, but being as though he creeping up that alley of wanting to go to 168, if people bringing up potential matchups they want to see with him outside of 168, why not? That's the alley he opened up by saying he want to fight Canelo. So
No, but
no,
David
I'm not
Benavidez
done. I'll let
already
you go.
said he's
I'll
going
let
to
you go.
75.
No,
My bad.
I'll let you go. Let me finish. So, like I said, that's the avenue he opened up, and it may be he may have a better chance against Canelo. But this is what people are going to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he should even entertain the fight with Canelo because no, I don't think Canelo should entertain that because it's a lose-lose situation for him. You know what I'm saying? Bud should entertain that because he could get generational wealth from that fight. He could get the highest payday of his career. He should do that. You know what I'm saying? He should do that. Will he get the money from it? Yeah. Will it be a catastrophic night? Possibly. Absolutely. At the same token, but like I said, he opened up them can of worms. He wants to challenge Canelo. He's speaking about it, so people are gonna say, okay, if you can't get a Canelo fight, maybe you should fight. This is what people gonna do. You know what I'm saying? This is just what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I think what you said is absolutely spot on. It's a money grab. He ain't trying to fight Benavidez. There ain't
Yeah,
enough money generated in that fight.
yeah.
And he knows Canelo draws in the cash, but he just don't know that Canelo ain't negotiating like Earl is. And you're not gonna get off on him. He's
Nope.
getting the lion's share of the money.
Yep.
So he might not even touch what he touched in that Earl fight because he's like that.
Yep.
He ain't trying to give you anything.
Nope.
Hey,
But
but at the same time, I don't care what he's trying to give you. I'm trying to take anything that's more than the 6 million I was making with Top Rank before I went and fought Errol Spence. Hey, anything above that, it's still a good payday. It's still a good payday.
Yeah, man. So I would like to see what Bud do say about that.
he ain't trying to
Even though
fight.
it's not a big money fight, I'm interested to hear what he's gonna say about that.
He ain't
Is
trying
he
to
gonna
fight
say,
Benavidez.
the same thing that he been saying about a fight with Jerron Boots Ennis or what's his name? Jamel
Y'all
Charlo or
talking about
even
him lining up?
But
Tim Tszyu.
well, hold on. Let me ask this now, because we done seen it seemed like
Hold
Charlo
on,
been dropped.
hold on,
Oh,
Jeff,
been
hold on,
stripped.
Jeff.
Oh, my bad. Go
Jeff,
ahead.
hold on. Let A1 say what he was gonna say.
No, I was gonna piggyback off of what X said that he want to see what Bud gonna do. I think Bud would go nowhere near David Benavidez. Like that's a big ass dude that don't get tired, bro. That remains strong throughout a fight, and that's not gonna allow you I think he know like if he gonna go to 160 and if he can't get Canelo, bro, he'll fight a Jaime Munguia. He'll fight a so I'm trying to think of who else is right there at 168. He'll fight somebody else that he know stylistically, like he'll be able to do something with. I think with David Benavidez, bro, I don't think he'll go nowhere. I don't even think Earl Spencer go nowhere near David Benavidez. I think both of them won't go there. They won't even talk about going there. And then I remember seeing somebody say some, oh, since Bud and this for telling to fight Morrell. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Like
You
we
know,
got to be
you
realistic of that dude.
A1. You know what I compare that to? And I don't know how y'all feel about this, but when people say, and I'm not saying y'all say it, but when people say, oh, if Inoue so good, if you want to be on my pound for pound list, he need to go fight Tank. This is what I hear. This is what
You
I be
like,
hearing.
bro, that's crazy as hell.
Yeah,
That's what
that's
I be
super
hearing this
crazy.
shit. This is what I be hearing. And I don't get it. This is what I be hearing. That's why I kind of compare that shit to.
Most
Oh, if you
folks
do
Yeah.
don't
this
know
and
shit.
that.
Most people don't know shit about boxing.
Yep.
They don't know.
And
They have no clue. They done heard Monster in a way. They have no clue that he fight. He'd have been fighting at 112, 115. They don't know that.
nope.
And
I
so,
say this. If,
go ahead.
my bad, though. I say it super quick. I'll be real brief. For me, I think Bud should pursue the winner of Tim Tszyu and Thurman, or try to get him a Charlo fight. Even though a lot of people say Jamel didn't do themselves any favor in his last performance against Canelo, this, that, and the third. I think Bud and Charlo could still sell a fight that'll definitely generate some money for both of them. Obviously, if Charlo never fought Canelo, then clearly, you know, what I mean, it'd be different because he'd still be undisputed and things of that nature. He won't have this tainted, this cloud over his head where people saying, he got that quitter mentality or he got that quitter that quitter genes in his blood or nothing like that. But I still honestly think if they was to fight, just with the history, just what he did to Errol Spence, they in the same camp, they brothers and stuff like that. I think they'll be able to sell it, and there's some bad blood that's there too. I think it'll still be a solid fight for him. So I think that's options at 154. You know what I mean? But if he trying to go beyond 154, the only other one where you can say, hey, he need to go, if he can do 160 with the other Big Charlo. You know what I mean? That's the only other one where it's a name where people gonna be like, hell yeah. Other than that, there ain't none. I mean, he's not gonna fight no Demetrius Andrade or nothing like that because Andrade ain't got nothing to offer. He not a name. He just got the hell beat out of him. He can't fight Caleb Plant because it's like, hey, Caleb Plant ain't got nothing to offer him either. So it's like he looking for the biggest fights to make the most money, and it's literally a handful of fights that is potentially there to be made, but it's a matter of do he really want to press the gas to go get it.
A1. I think he should just go ahead and quit playing and hang him up, bro, because he ain't finna get what he want, bro. And
No,
he is stubborn. He is stubborn dude, just like myself. So he ain't finna go for anything less, bro. It's either that, it's either the Canelo fight, or he gonna retire, bro. And if anything other than that happens, I'll be surely surprised, bro.
bro. If he could hit, and this is my thing, but it is multiple things. So the first thing, I ain't no huge fan of. I ain't gonna lie to you. I rock with him. I rock with him, but I ain't no huge fan of Bud.
Yeah, we know this. We know this for sure, dog.
It is. But I give him credit. What credit is due. I always give that man credit. I give him his credit. I don't. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. At this point in time, what the man need to do. Look. I think he's still too talented to retire. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you make the fights that's available for you to make. If you can't get the Canelo fight, and I understand you only want big fights, bro, you still go in there and keep fighting, bro. Because I just think, man, I think he a dog. I think he got it in him. And what I seen with him and EJ, bro, I ain't gonna hold you. Hey, I want to see Bud continue to fight. I want to see EJ continue to fight.
I don't
So
know if EJ should fight until he get cleared, bro. Honestly.
yeah. And hey, I don't want the brother to put himself in any type of personal harm, nothing like that. I'm just saying, if he wants to continue to fight, I ain't got no problem with it. And I think Bud want to continue to fight. So, hey, like you said, if you can't get the winner of Keith Thurman Tim Zoo, it seemed like Mel Charlo done dropped all the belt or done been stripped of all the damn belts now. Go
Hey,
get you a title
hey,
shot at go get you a title shot at 54 and become a champion in another division.
hey, you know what I left out, Dub, too? A name? If you still got the belts, nigga, you at 147. Fight Boots.
He ain't gonna fight Boots.
That
He
That's
ain't
a
gonna
fight
fight Boots.
right there.
If I was him, I wouldn't do it. Shit,
Hey,
I
hey,
if
would.
now,
he
now
stand at
that's the fight I want
147, he
to
ain't got no
see.
choice.
He ain't staying at 47. He ain't
He
staying
better
at
give
47.
else, bro, because man, longer he wait, Boo's gonna end up knocking his ass out, bro. If he stayed in long enough, bro. Cause these people
That
talking
man,
about,
the
well,
man ain't fighting
Crawford,
Boots, bro.
they saying
He
they
not
saying
fighting Boots.
these people saying, and I'm a huge Crawford fan, but I'm not biased. I ain't got a bias bone in my body. This people say though, Crawford fan. Oh, that's easy work. Did you see his fight against Karen?
No, that shit is not
Crawford
easy
is
work,
gonna
bro.
easy work this man. Oh yeah. You keep believing that shit. You keep believing that.
That shit is not easy. Boots ain't easy work for nobody. Respectfully.
Yeah, this is what fandom does. People talking about this easy work, and it's crazy. It get crazy out here.
They ain't never lied about that, bro. It ain't easy work. It's a great fight. And like you said, you got to take it now, man, because if you ended up taking it later, you might pay a big price later.
Huh?
He's
'Cause
not gonna take. He's
Yeah, he
not
not gonna
gonna
take it
fight Boots,
regardless.
bro.
He ain't gonna
He's
take
never
it.
gonna. We'll never see Boots, and we'll never see that fight. Never.
And the thing that I just don't like is the fact that he tried to do the same stuff that other people do and try to say he ducked him. Like, why would Boots duck you? And he been calling you out, trying to get the fight with either you or Errol for the longest.
I will say when he went on Gilly, that's the one thing that I don't know if Bud said he ducked him, but that man Boots said he been trying to fight since 2017, and that's ludicrous. That he said, when did you do that? And Boots was quiet. This was on Gilly the Kid show. So that's what I seen. So I don't know what he talking about. He been
Million
trying.
Well, I'm
million
not, I'm
dollars a
not talking
game.
2017.
Million
I'm sorry.
dollars a game.
I'm talking about like last year and like the year prior to that.
Oh no, he said that because Boots jumped out of his sanctioning bodies. He was in the sanctioning, but he was in the position that the dude that everybody wanted to make fun of Crawford fighting on
David
BLK Prime.
Avenesian.
That was supposed to be Boots, but he jumped out of the sanctioning bodies.
And this is the problem with all of it. The problem is that at that current moment in time, if you could have got that Bud fight, you should have went and got that smoke. You know what I'm saying? You already a quote unquote promotional free agent. You're rocking with Cameron Duncan, so you're not guaranteed to nobody, according to what y'all telling us. And then they say that the conversation happened, and they said, "Well, we're not gonna fight you on BLK Prime." I ain't trying to hear it. Stop bringing the promotional. And I understand. Maybe they got. I think Cameron Duncan probably got a deal with Showtime anyways. Because
that did happen.
But there was a conversation there. There was a conversation. Both parties acknowledged that this conversation happened, and so all I'm saying, man, get the smoke, bro. Hey, damn. Hey, if you got to fight, I ain't gonna say for free now. I don't want you fighting for free, but if you got to fight for 100,000 against Bud Crawford, man, you take that 100,000 to make the fight. That's my opinion. I may be out of order though.
You right, man. I'm gonna get up out of here though, man. With BVO, you there?
Well, we're gonna shut it down. We're gonna shut it down like this. Give us your last words. All right. Hey, well, my last words, BVO, man, appreciate you having me on. Shout out to everybody who was on the channel tonight, man. My brother D Free, my brother Prize Fighter, X was in the building, you know what I'm saying? Thomas Hill in the building. A1 Hoop Zone. If y'all want to know anything about basketball, y'all go follow my brother A1 Hoop Zone. Much love and respect. Oh, don't forget Marky Dane. I know Marky was probably over here. I hope I ain't missed nobody. I came on late, but gotta give the most credit to my brother BVO. One of the most biased hosts that we've ever had. And so I ain't got nothing but love and respect for you, BVO. Thank you for allowing me to jump on and rock with you. And with that, I think we're gonna close the show out.
We really boxing. Who wanted the baddest? Let's see. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video. Put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO. Bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, more than a show, this is BVO. This how it's finna go. I'ma throw some jabs, make him think my punch is weaker than I hook his ass. This the ring, not the kitchen, but I'ma cook his ass. Me and him, that's the pro versus the rookie class. All my life I had to fight, but I still love it. Me and BVO got moves that you can't steal from us. And these haters be throwing shots, but I don't feel nothing. I ain't gonna lie, shit, they alright, but we a little rougher.